Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of Red Jacks On. We are here, maybe not for the release date, but for us, this is our first episode back in 2024. Woo! And there's a little added bonus for us. Obviously, you're probably very aware of our internet connections and voices breaking. We do this remotely. We do this from different parts of the UK, but as of next week, we will be face to face. That's not to say that the episode will be a better quality or more or less entertaining, but we will definitely be having a heck of a lot more fun. So I look forward to that, boys. And I'm going to start off 2024 with this nice little sound. Are you listening? Are you listening? Oh, did you hear that little That is a sound of me opening my little Sandberg tin beer. Cheers, lads.
It sounded like someone taking a shit, honestly.
I do not care. Awesome. I just really
take a sip of my cup of tea.
Right, boys. So for our first official recording of 2024 and a first official poddy episode, really, putting the New Year's one theme aside, I just want to ask you one question. Have you guys watched or been watching at all the Marvel What If?
Yes.
Okay. Are you all up to date?
No,
Yeah.
I'm one away.
Well,
one away.
I am anyway.
Well,
9 episodes, right?
I am not up to date. I am on episode 4 because we're not talking about that today. Forget Marvel What If. We're doing, boys and girls, the official part 2 of the Red Jacks On What If.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. I love
finally.
this one. I love this one.
The old
I'm so
bait and
excited.
switch.
Yeah, boy.
I didn't even
Actually,
watch.
that's
Yeah,
lots.
that's mad.
I wanted to
Awesome.
just slide in there. No, I genuinely was kind of scared to do the little intro about Marvel's What If. You were like, yeah, man, episode 9, this happened. I was like, oh, I'm gonna like episode 4. Right.
Oh, I love a what if. Let's do it.
I'll be honest with you, this was quite fun to do, as it always is. I actually wrote a whole episode before this, and I was like, let me just write a what if one, just in case. Because it's like, it's like writing a sequel. I enjoyed writing this. I enjoyed listening to the first part, and I'm like, is number 2 going to be as good? And I was like, no, don't put it on your mind. No comparison. Just throw whatever is out there. And yeah, it might be a little bit more, a little bit less than last time, but are we ready?
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Go.
All right. Okay. All right, boys. What if you had the power to time travel to any time period, past or future, but you would have to be born into that time period and grow up there? You would still retain your time traveling powers, and you could, once aware enough, time travel to another time period when you're ready. Would you want this power?
Oh, a question. So when you're reborn again, do you have all your same memories and knowledge, or are you literally reborn and completely have no idea how you got there? Because
No,
that could be everyone.
I'm going to say that you, as you get older, you are aware. You are aware of what's happening. Until you kind of get to a cognitive age, you're aware, like, oh shit, I'm a time traveler. I'm in this time
We
period.
did this last time. Like, you're basically saying, do we want a power or do we just want to stay normal?
Yeah.
Like,
But, if you want to write the next one, you can, son. Okay.
Is it more a question of what time are you
Where you
going
wanna
and what
go.
are you doing?
No, it's more of a question of there's a plus side of a power, especially of time traveling, but there is a terms and conditions. Would you accept the terms and conditions of you can keep time traveling, but you are keep being born into any time period you go? Let's say you get to, I don't know, 15, 16, whatever, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm old enough now. I want to leave here. I want to go to 3,000 years in the future or 2,000 years in the past.
You
What
can
happens
just
to the you?
continuously cycle. So if you get to 15, 16 in whatever year you want to time travel to,
It
you
does
can just move back
it-
again.
It does not have to be 15, 16. It's just the age that you feel like you are old enough and comfortable and aware enough to be like, I've got my powers. I'm heading the fuck out of here. Like, you might know something at 5 or 6, but maybe you're not going to know everything about yourself. But by 10, 11, 12, you might be like, yeah, I'm ready to go.
Here's the thing, yeah. I'd just use it as a escape plan at the end of my life. I would hold
Yeah.
on to it until I'm about to die, and I'd be like, all right, let's go somewhere else. Time travel to, I don't know,
Yeah.
probably the exact same timeline, actually, so I can get to do it all again. But this time, I'm going to steal all of Hamilton.
That's it. And that's what I'm trying to say. I think Jazz has actually figured out a positive loophole, just like Fraser's figuring out how to make money from everything we offer.
Yeah,
That's
cool.
actually a good point, Jazz,
Could
because
time
now you're
travel to
getting-
different timelines and see which have the most robbable banks.
Just be born inside of a safe.
A lockbox.
Give me your money.
So when you time travel to a new period, is your age reset back to when you're born, or do you get to carry on? Aha.
Nope.
Okay.
To, let's say,
Then-
you can still look like you, but you're born into random parents. You just popped out into the world, random new parents every single time, and you're like, all right, cool. Wow, Shakespeare time. Wow, cool. The year 4000.
What happens to the
Okay.
you that you leave?
Disappears.
Oh shit, that's dark.
Disappears.
Like what,
Just-
dusted?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, however
Not a
you want to.
prestige situation where you leave little
You know-
clones and everything behind.
That's,
You know
that's
how there are like conspiracies about time travelers? It'll kind of be like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you time travel into the future.
Have
just
you
a
seen
little
that
bit and
one
be like, oh,
picture?
it's
There's
some
like a
time
picture from like
JFK.
the 1800s or whatever it is, and there's like a ship cruise, and someone's about to like all these passengers are boarding this train, this boat, and there's like a picture of a dude who's like somewhere in the frame, and he's got like sunglasses and a snapback, and
Yeah,
he's like
I've seen that.
completely out of. He's like way off in the crowd. He's not like he's just like some random modern day dressed dude in this 1800s old picture, and it's like, how the fuck did this dude get there?
Yeah, I'll do that.
mad. I ain't seen
That's
that.
great.
That's
Well,
awesome.
Oh man,
I've
but
seen that one. There was the one I saw with the JFK assassination. It shows someone like with their hand on their ears as if they're on like a mobile phone.
Mm.
But
I
again,
think I've seen that one as well. Yeah.
but anyway, I
Right,
feel
back
like
to the
somebody's
question.
given a nice time loop actually, because in a weird way, I've actually given you time travel with an element of immortality.
Yeah. For
But
sure.
Yeah.
as I said, also as an extra caveat, as you asking me, I've got to figure it out. It's if you leave at age 90, you're on your deathbed, you know, all your grandchildren around you, like, it's peace, guys. You disappear. Poof, you dust. You've disappeared. You've died, but you're not physically there anymore.
And all them like grandkids have just seen their granddad just dust away.
Oh my god!
Because then you'd feel really bad about doing it. Because you'd be like,
Just
oh, I love you guys, but this is going to be horrible. Bye.
Just lie and be like, I want to be cremated, and then just pretend to be dead, and just then poof, just go away.
or just pretend to fall off a cliff and then do it.
Ah!
Risk
No,
cremation.
Don't wait until you're like 70 years
Body.
old to use it.
Yeah.
I think if I had that power, I would choose to first go back to like the 60s or 70s when life was good
No.
and everything wasn't all fucked up.
Kesh,
And, like,
you are not a white man. You will not have a good time as a
But you said
foreigner.
he'd be born into
Oh,
a
that's
different
a very-
family.
True, actually, yeah.
I mean, if you're constantly reborn,
You might be born into India. You might be born
I have a
into
question.
America. Yes.
What rules of time travel apply? Because say you time travel into the past
Yep.
and live like a life. If you time travel forward again, has the things that you've done affected the present or the future?
Yes. It's
They
the
have.
same. I'm going to say it's the same timeline. So
You
like
could, you
your
could
own
definitely get
great-grandfather
found
kind of
out.
thing.
always the same timeline, no matter what period
always
you.
the same. Yeah, always the same timeline. But if you keep going backwards and forwards, you could essentially be like a time god. You could control something.
Oh, you'd have to
You
be
could
like,
definitely get found out.
yeah, that'd be so easy to find out. Like, you can't make a name for yourself or anything because people just recognize you again. Oh no, because they wouldn't, because you'd be different because you're born into a different family every time.
Yes, I mean there are
Yeah.
people that look similar to other human beings from the past, or their family doppelgangers. Like you can still look similar. If I saw exactly the same Charlie when I'm 90 years old, I'm not going to go, it's a time travel. I'm like, that guy looks like Charlie. That's it. That's
You'd
as
be
far
fine.
as
It's
my
a time
brain will
traveler.
go.
Okay, so would you look the same, or do we not? Are we just completely born into a different life?
I mean, I imagine it that you would look the same.
Oh,
Okay.
I
Yeah, so
imagine
we'd
you
definitely be found out. I would want to time travel to different times in the past and try them out. and then probably come back to this timeline, and then do what Charlie said, like live out your whole life, and then time travel just as you're about to die, and probably go into the future, see what's going on.
100%. You'd have to check out the future.
Yeah,
Flying
I think
cars. I've
Pretty
always
afraid
been
of
a
what
thing.
I'd find.
I think the past is always people's more or less first choice when it comes to time travel, because you've been told about it and you want to confirm it and see what it feels like, and then you've had ideas about the future. All right, then now let's go kind of confirm whether my ideas were true or not.
Yeah,
As Vikesh said, flying cars, for example.
Mm.
But it is also a bit of a traumatic power, because if you go back in time and you like end up in like a plague or a war, if you die, you're dead. That's it. Like you forget
I
your
was going to
powers.
say, what happens
Yeah.
if you teleport to a time, or you move to a different timeline, and then before you've realized your powers and what you can do, where you can change again, what if something happens to you and you die? You're in a car crash or a war or whatever,
Then
and
the
you're just
person
dead. That's it.
The person just died on a normal day without ever knowing anything.
Okay.
Mm.
You are
Yeah, no, I still
at
think
the mercy of being born into a time, and you better hope your parents are going to look after you, or the time period is going to be safe.
Do you get to choose time and place?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's say
Because you're
time
not
and
just going to spawn in Russia or something.
No. So let's say you can say, okay, I want to be born in the UK at the same time. I want to be born in this exact same spot I'm sitting in, but 100 years ago it looked different.
Okay.
I always try to write this. So many
options.
information, and you guys ask me always the stuff that I can never consider. And I'm like, okay, this is, you know what? It's good. I'll be honest, this is good D&D training, because I have to be on the spot and think.
It is, isn't
True.
it? Yeah.
True.
Okay. So it sounds like more or less you guys would take it with some, not resistance, but you've had some consideration of it.
Oh, I'd use it for immortality, no doubt.
Okay.
And to plagiarize.
I didn't even
Essentially
think
what
about
it is,
that.
right? I think I'll go back to like the 60s or 70s first, live for like 30, 40 years. When I get bored of it, be like, all right, skip 200 years in the future to 2269 or whatever. And then every 200
Nice.
years, live like 20, 30 years in each timeline, and then skip another 200 years just to see how it's changed until I get bored. And I think I'll just continue to do that forever.
I mean, you'd just, conquer time, really, innit?
You could. Okie dokie. What if you had the power to command people to do exactly what you want, whenever you wanted, always getting your way? But you had to give every command in the form of a full Broadway style song and dance choreography included. Would
Yes.
you want that?
Yes.
Fucking yes. I'd be writing
Yes.
every night. I'd be like, tomorrow when I go into work.
I want you to give me your money. I want you to give me your money. Want you to give your money right now. Down. And then, hey.
You could make a really diabolical plan, actually.
Oh, here we go.
You could become a Broadway star that performs for like all the world leaders and stuff like that, and just come up with this brainwashing play that gives you control of the world.
Fraser, you are a straight up bad guy.
Yeah, I'll take that power.
Jeez.
I'd use it once.
I am scared to talk about these powers hypothetically with you. That's how intimidated I get from you sometimes.
God help us
Too
all.
much time on the death note. He's had too much time to think. That's what it is.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I think I'd take that power. I'd take that.
So this is a Broadway style song with choreography. It doesn't have to be an hour long. It could be 10 minutes. It could be 60 seconds. But you need to go into full sing and dance mode, guys.
Do they have to like it for the power to work?
No. It's not about their interpretation or their opinion. It's about you saying a word, saying a command or a direction, but you have to put it into music.
So who's judging if it's good or bad?
No one. There is, as long as it has an element of key and rhythm that can sound, as long as it's music to the person, I guess that's listening, as long as they can call it music, which I know that's a vague definition, but if the person kind of goes, if I'm there like, give me your money, they might say, what the fuck are you saying? But if I put it into a rhythm and a dance, bit of jazz hands.
Is the people you're performing for have to be face to face for it to work, or can it be like over like a TV screen or something for it to work?
Ooh.
You have to know who you're talking to
Oh.
and what you
That'd
want.
be
Ah.
overpowered.
You're
That would be
doing
mass
it on the
manipulation.
screens, yeah, you can't because you don't know who you're talking to. And to be honest with you, even if that was the case, and someone kind of heard your interpretation and thought, "Wow, that person can't really sing, or that's not really music," it might not work on them. You know, there's filters. But in my opinion, in my version, you have to know the person face to face.
Okay.
Okay.
So then that won't actually work if you're performing like for a crowd of people, because you can't know every single person, right? That will only really work for one specific person if you have to know the person.
Okay. Let me reinterpret it. You have to have them face to face. You have to see the person that you're doing it to. You don't have to know them so in depth. Otherwise, the only people you'll be able to command and control are your friends and family and like colleagues.
Yeah, I'm taking that power. Going
You're taking
straight into work.
So they
Another
Get a
thing
pay
you
rise.
could do, you could
Give me
just
a-
start a
give
flash
me a-
mob, a flash mob
Give me
that
a
everybody has to join.
raise.
Like,
Everybody
I'm doing
makes
a flash mob. Everybody join me. And then everybody just gets involved and they can't help it.
Everybody take your clothes off,
Oh no. Oh god.
and give me your money.
Wow.
Right. Fucking hell, Rick! I saw you on your vape, and all I saw was the light blue. Like, but the bloom on your camera looks like you're like smoking a flashlight. Like,
It
wow.
really does, yeah.
You put arc reactor into
there's this
everything.
weird flashy
Yeah.
thing. Is this the arc you was talking about? Oh.
Just smoking batteries. Like,
It's in his
Oh, I love-
headphones as well. Turn left.
Oh, energy. Duracell.
Turn your head. Let me see him in your headphones.
The other side.
Gee.
There it is.
Oh, there it is. Arc reactors.
I think that everyone seems to be quite comfortable taking this power.
Oh yeah.
Not really comfortable, but yeah.
I think I should. I guess I should be answering because I wrote these, but I didn't think about the first one. By the way, with time travel, I think I would have said no initially because I just don't fuck with time travel. But you guys have turned my head a little bit. I'm more likely to accept it. Rickesh notes. But for the second one, I would happily take it. It's not a caveat to me. It's not a sacrifice to be like, all right, sing and dance just to get what I want. Small sacrifice.
What's the first time period you're going to, Serhan?
Ooh, the 20s. I'd want to go to the jazz era. That's one of my favorite times. If you guys ever watch an Owen Wilson stars A Midnight in Paris, it is a beautiful film of like him going to like a street corner in Paris, like finding a certain road. I can't remember exactly, but he kind of goes back in time and goes to the swinging like 20s and the jazz era, and it's just awesome. It just painted a picture that I love. But yeah, thanks you for asking, Fraser. See, that's the problem with you, Fraser. You're diabolical, but there is some humanity there, or you know how to portray. That's what makes you dangerous. I'm scared of you, but I like you at the same time.
Yeah, that's the same kind of era as like The Great Gatsby. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly that. Exactly. Okay. What if you could design and create your own country? The people within it, the home, the style, the economy, lifestyle, and rules. And I put into brackets, sort of like a Sims / Age of Empires style. But like the Sims / Age of Empires, you are responsible for the real people in your creation. You could say you've created them on a computer, like a computer game or on your phone or something. So you have some way to access it, but these people exist. It's sort of like in Rick and Morty, Rick's car battery, where there is like a genuine society of people, their own aspirations and ideas.
But with more control.
Yeah, but if you like, you fuck up on The Sims, or you get a bit dangerous, or you fuck up on Age of Empires, people will die. You will see it. You will have the idea. Would you want that basically power of God in a game mode?
No thanks. No thanks.
It's a lot, yeah. Wouldn't have any time to do anything else.
That sounds like a fuckload of pressure that I'm just not prepared to mentally handle. So I think I'm good. I can just about look after myself, man. I'm not looking after a whole fucking country.
Can you change biology?
You cannot change biology, but you can change the environment enough that they would evolve into what you are giving them.
But like, if I was like, okay, in this world, everyone that I've made and love are immortal, and this is a paradise, boom, and nothing can ever kill them.
No, they have the same sort of biology as any other human, because you're playing by the rules of ourselves. You're kind of reflecting, if you would say God created in the image, you are creating in your image. If you want someone to feel safer, yes, you could probably make their homes, their lifestyle more comfortable, more protected, but you cannot change them on a biological level.
Am I just walking around and like, throwing my hands up and like big roofs are landing on houses and stuff, like I'm doing it live in The Sims, so they know I'm doing it?
Resources, like to do that, you'd need.
If you do it from the outside, they're not going to know who you are. You've been omnipresent sort of force.
I just pop up into bird's eye view.
But you can pop in. But if you go onto street level and you're just shaking your hand and all of a sudden, buildings are appearing. Imagine it like in your life now, if someone randomly appeared and houses were appearing at the flick of his wrist. Yeah, you're going to be aware of that person. You might not know who he is. You might be scared of him or attack him or worship him, but you can do that. But there is an option to be omnipresent. You can be on the outside.
It sounds interesting, but no.
You don't have to be there 24/7 either. You can just check in on them like a game, but they're going to progress without you regardless.
So this country that you're creating, does it have to be on land or can it be underwater like Atlantis? Like hidden from the rest of society?
Can be underwater, but you would need to obviously create an environment where they could breathe and live underwater. You can't just put them in the water and be like, they'll be amphibian in 100 years. No, they're going to drown.
Yeah, no, I still think I'm good then. I think I'm good with this power. That sounds like far too much responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Very dark.
And this country that you're creating, is that just that's just created in some kind of pocket dimension? It's not like part of the world. Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to appear within our dimension.
Just a civilization, little civilization somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, I feel like you make one little mistake and the whole thing is fucked up. Like if you're not paying attention like all the time, I don't think I'll take that power.
Yeah, nobody should play God.
I completely agree with you guys. With that power will come responsibility, as Uncle Ben and Art may have said. Did you guys ever see? I can't remember who it was and how many years ago, but there was a person that played like. It was like a Sims or Age of Empires style game where you build I think it was like Build Civilization or something. And he played it for years. Like 4 years, he just kept playing this game and developing this civilization. And it gets to a point where they become so evolved that the game always ends in nuclear war. It always ends in everyone bombing everyone. There is no progress past a certain point in this game. Did you guys ever hear about that person?
No.
I remember seeing it on like the morning like breakfast shows before I go to school, and there was like one person being interviewed like, this man's played Civilization Worlds for like 10 years. It was years worth of this time of this man's world, and it was like, because in this game, civilization gets to a point where we're only nuking each other. Like I can't evolve them any more than this point because they just all want to attack each other constantly.
I feel like that would be another good representation if you actually had a power like this. And you could build society with whatever you wanted, with whatever kind of people. Other countries are going to be like, this guy's too powerful, this country's too powerful, we need to take their resources or take their people or take something. And then other countries are going to fuck with you and you have no control over other domains. And then your people are going to get fucked. In some kind of way. Yeah, I think it's too much.
I will add this on the fly. It may not change anything. Let's say I give you the same offer. God mode, but responsibility over a country. But what if I said to you, okay, out of all the countries in the world, 4 of them, you control 1 of them, and the 3 others we control. Would we collectively say yes if we knew that we had 3 other gods on our side?
No, 'cause I know exactly what's gonna fucking happen. If I
become a
control
game.
one and you three control another, it turns into a game, and we're just gonna fuck
Yeah.
each other over.
100%.
Yeah.
We'll just be being gods, but dickheads.
100%. All right, no, fair enough. I just wanted to throw that out.
Rick, I should come back and be like, why are all my citizens in the basement surrounded by
What happened?
smashy machines?
I left you guys
Who
alone
poured
for 5
lava on
minutes.
my town?
I've enslaved Rikesh's people. Right.
All turned into spiders.
That's when I release all my nukes.
God.
That's it.
I've been creating genetically advanced spiders. Send them in.
Yeah, no, see, I'm good. You win. You can have them.
Right. Definitive knows all around to that one. So, moving on. What if you were contacted by the government and told that one of the lads out of the whole group, not just the four of us, wasn't who you thought they were? And what if you were told that they were a traitor, a bad guy, someone dangerous, living a double life undercover, someone that's been lying to you this whole time, but they didn't know who this person was, and they came to you to see what you think who it could be. All you know is that it's 1 second. All you know that it is one of the lads, and the government is trusting you to give them a name, and they will make this problem go away. Would you accept this mission? And if so, who would you believe this traitor to be, and hand them over to the government?
Where they already know who it is.
They don't know. They just said,
don't.
listen, you know this group of other 6-7 guys. One of you guys, we know that one of you is a traitor. One of you is lying, and you're going to do something really dangerous. Can you just give us some insight? Give us a name of who would you think would be the person living a double life? I'm not saying they're going to be a bad person. I'm not saying they're going to be evil. I'm just saying they're living a double life, and the government wants a name.
Is there an option to not be a snitch?
Yeah, absolutely. You could be.
I ain't gonna take a guess and then someone just get killed. Like, I mean, it could be Fraser. Bang. Oh, it wasn't. Never mind. Sorry, Fraser.
Okay, all right.
I'll tell you what.
Go on, Fraser.
I don't trust the government more than I trust you guys.
Yeah, innit?
So I feel like
I know.
I could get us. Like next week when we all meet up, I would be like, so the government told me this. I'm not going to turn you in, but like, what do we do?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me reframe the question, because it's not about us versus the government. I think the government was more to put into like a mind frame. Who would you, if you had to say one of us is living a double life out of all the lads, who would you say it would be?
Right. Okay.
Forget consequences.
I
Forget
think it'd
death.
be you, Serhan. Why'd you move to Scotland, huh?
Sus, mate.
Sus.
James Bond lived in Scotland.
To the other end of the country, mate. What are you up to?
Hey, Rikesh, you already threw out Fraser's name before I finished the question. And this was with the government.
Everyone was thinking Fraser. Like, as soon as
Even
you
I
said
was
it, it was
thinking
like,
it's
that's
not
Fraser.
Yeah,
That's Fraser.
100%.
As you said Fraser's name, I thought of you.
Me?
Here we
Yes,
go.
who throw someone else under the bus? The traitor.
We know Rix isn't living a double life. He's got about 8 or 9 on the go, lives at once. He's like a cat.
That's fair.
This would be like, I know this guy's, but he's got more than 2 lives. Like, which one is it that you're worried about?
Yeah, he's got several personalities. He's got different names.
So Fraser obviously said me. Rikesh said Fraser. Chaz, who would you say?
And they're doing bad stuff.
You know they don't have your interests at heart.
He fucking knows it too.
Sorry, Fraser. You've always been a bit of a mystery to everyone. So definitely, I see it.
Yeah,
See, I would have to go the other extreme. I know I threw Rikesh under the bus there as well, which I still would, but I think Rikesh is too much of an obvious choice. I think of, what was that game that we used to play when one of us was the murderer online, especially through the lockdown period?
Gang Beasts.
Oh, Among Us.
Among Us, right? I would always
Gang
be like,
Beasts.
it's Danny. It's the nicest guy I know. It has to be the nicest guy I know. It just feels
out of
like
all the lads, yeah.
all the lads, not just the
I
four
thought,
of us.
yeah, not just us. Okay, sorry.
Oh.
That might change my answer.
You can see Danny having like a flip side for all the years of the world inflicting damage and pain upon him. He's like, you know what? Fuck all of you lot. I'm gonna take my revenge.
It'd be
You
more
can see
like
Danny
a
having a
Bean
flip
type
side.
thing, I think.
And Danny is also one of the lads that lives quite far from the main groups as well. Everyone else kind of lives at the periphery or in London. Danny's like towards like
You
Devon.
sound like trying to cover for yourself.
No.
That's suspicious.
No,
I think
like,
Cash could be suspect.
Ooh, he is always wearing a suit.
Yeah.
Akash would be the person that you suspect, and at the very end, he like saves your life, and you find out it was never him all along. That's
Yeah, that too. He could definitely be yeah. No, I could see Cash running like an empire. Not gonna lie.
But Akash
He's
would
probably
have
got a pocket dimension empire that he's running at the minute.
Underground.
under the hat. Just under the hat, it just lifts it up. It's just a beam of light and this station.
The
Good
spaceships
grief.
flying off.
Just loads of parties going on.
Okay, so we've all given out a name, right? I said Danny. Ricky said Fraser. Charlie, you said Cash, right?
I just threw a couple of names in there.
Couple of names in there.
You're all sus.
Keep it ambiguous.
I could say Charlie as well, because Charlie is still like a nice guy, but it will break my heart to find out if you. I mean, you all would break my heart.
Yeah,
But
when
I
you
think-
find out, it's gonna break your heart.
Charlie would be that person where I'm like holding the gun at the end of this time on a raining roof. Like, tell me it's a lie. Tell me it's a lie. And you're like, Serhan, I'm really sorry, but I can't. And I'm like, don't make me do this. And that's how I would feel.
And then I'll just start laughing like, you fool. I was never your friend. I used you all this time.
Now into a Broadway song. Don't shoot me now. I'm just having such a good time. Put down the gun. Right. Okay, so moving on. What if you had the power to know what the future held, but only in the form of one of the lads' future selves sending you messages? We can discuss what type of messages. And the reason I got inspired by this was like, do you remember in The Office, the American Office, where Jim is pranking Dwight with faxes from future Dwight?
Yeah.
It's that sort of concept. So you get to know what's going to happen in the future. It could be tomorrow, it could be next month, next year. But one of the lads' future selves are going to send you messages. And you are relying on one of the lads. Would you accept this power? And if yes, who would you want to be your future informant?
Yes, I'd accept the power. It would not be any of you three, because I know for a fact you just fucked me over. It would have to be. I reckon Videsh. Videsh is the least likely to fuck me over with something like that. You'd only do it if it was something
We
important.
were together at sixth form. Me and Videsh pranked you enough times.
That was a long time ago. He's had 2 kids since then. He's matured.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, I'd pick the power, but I'd probably pick Videsh to be the one to send me messages.
Hmm.
Yeah, tough one.
I
You could
would.
pick me. I wouldn't fuck you over for sure. I wouldn't fuck you over.
You're not really the person that I would consider you, because you are quite low. But I would probably say Fraser. I would say Fraser, not because I don't trust any of you guys. I think
The
Fraser.
low-key double agent supervillain. You'd pick him. Really?
I think
At least
Fraser,
8 out of 10 messages would be legit.
No,
They'd all
don't
just be
look
plans
the
how
sort of
to rob a
smirk
bank.
on his face.
Gotta keep
you
it fun.
make me regret. No, because I'd be like, Fraser would just if I could trust that Fraser was going to be 100% ally, I think Fraser would send one of the most strategic and useful messages from the future. Like, I feel like Charlie was messaging me like, turn on ITV, it's a really good show on in 2 days. I'm like, all right, mate, thanks.
In 2 days. You get that from a fucking TV catalogue. Oh shit. I'd be so useless. No, I'd be like, bet on Liverpool to win against AC Milan in like 2000.
Yeah.
Or something like
That'd
that.
be a good one.
2008. You know what I mean? I'd give you like betting odds and I'd probably tell you to invest in Marvel, like before 2008. Like put money in Marvel.
Yeah.
And Disney.
I don't feel like you would be too specific enough, Chaz. I think you'd be like, invest in Marvel in 2025, and I'd be like, all right, cool. And I'll lose all my mind. You'd be like, oh shit, sorry, I meant the comics, not the films.
Sorry, I meant sorry, 2015. Sorry, I put a 2.
Sorry,
How
it's
are
okay.
these messages sent? Are they like
I said that we could discuss it
letters?
in any form. We could say that you could receive it in a letter. We could be email. No, not telepathic. It has to be a physical form. So letters would probably be the most interesting because it's not instant messaging.
What about a video message? Can you just appear on a TV screen like Charlie's Angels and be like, "Hello, girls. Hi, Charlie."
I tell you, I think no. I'm going to say no visual audio because you can really
No audio.
Yeah, no
nothing. You can't even phone.
Text.
No. So it's all text. It's all reading
okay.
based.
Mine's all braille.
Magic sticky notes.
Sending all braille.
Right.
Once you master reading braille, then you'll understand what I'm talking about. You'll just be like, "Lol, got ya." Yeah, don't pick me.
That's evil.
I'd pick Chris.
The best choice.
K-Riss.
Oh, yeah, Chris would be a good shout.
Yeah, Chris is always quite ahead of the curve, and like I think he'd be good at like just giving you good little things from the future.
Yeah, actually,
and he can make you laugh.
Yeah, I think Chris would be like 80% serious of this is what you got to do, avoid this or try this, and then the last 20% would just crack you up. It would just be like all the lulls in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like Enrique lyrics signing it off every single text.
Yeah.
Love it.
You know, electricity prices are going to rise, so make sure you invest in this company, and then just be like, and so by the way, don't turn off the lights.
How about you, Frizz?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, yeah. If Charlie's going to be on the ball with like bets and like companies to invest in, and considering we have like similar interests and stuff, yeah, I'll go for Charlie.
I'll make you some money.
Yeah. It'd be like, yeah, I want a 40-60 split. 2 years.
How would that work? How would that be like? Listen, in 10 years' time, when you match my time, when you meet me in my time frame as your present Charlie, give him 40% or 60% of the money you made.
Yeah, I guess I'd have to share it.
I guess I would. I think if any of us were like genuinely like millionaires, like a solid amount, and we've improved our own lives, I know we would try to help each of our friends and our own families.
Yeah,
I think that would go without saying. Right.
Yeah.
What if you could become an infamous, renowned artist in your time for your music, but you would only be famous for your music in the form of elevator music or music in a lift? Would you want this?
What does that mean?
So your music, let's say, you're going to have contracts, you'll be making money and a career from music making, but your music will only be in the form of elevator music.
Oh, that it is limited to that only.
Only limited. You're not going to be like on, I don't know, on tour or anything, or playing live. It's just going to be everyone knows that.
Is that your only like source of income? Like that's your profession?
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. I never said that.
Yeah. So can you make songs on the side as a hobby?
No. In terms of a musical career, you're limited in your musical career. You're limited to elevator music. You want to become a millionaire creating an app, up to you. But you need to go from from stage one. But if I just came to you and said, I could make you famous and make you rich, but your music will always be limited to elevator music and nothing more.
How are you famous?
And that's the only place it will ever be played is in an elevator.
only in an elevator, and you will be well known within the circles of, let's say, a new hotel branch opens up. They're like, well, Eastwick Productions is very big for our elevators, so I'm gonna ask this guy to make some music for our hotel, for example. So you're not going to be known throughout the world or anything, but if I googled, most famous composer for elevator music, yeah, your name's going to pop up.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, if I can't just make music that I want to make, then what's the point in making music?
Yeah.
Technically, you can. You just will only ever be known through the circles of elevator music. People will get on the lift and be like, "Oh, what a banger!" And I don't care. Then they just
How
move on.
much can you actually do with elevator music? You get like a 20-second loop of a little.
Well, not necessarily. Depends on the. So if there is a building with, let's say, the tallest buildings in the world, there's like 100 floors, 200 floors. You have to make a song that's going to last from 0, or the ground floor, to 200, because someone may go to the top floor, and they're just going to play segments of it. But that's it. You're just limited to that.
Nah, I'm good.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'll give it a miss.
All right. I'll add in this. This just popped in the top of my head. And this might change it. But what if, again, same scenario, you could be famous for music, still make some good money, be fairly well known within the circles, but not for elevator music, but for preset ringtones on phones.
Like Axel F and the Crazy Frog.
No, not external. So when you buy a phone, there are preset ringtones on there, and one of them could be yours. Would you want that? You'll be limited to it, and let's be honest, more people would have access to your music. And there are some bangers. I still know there's some bangers and some preset music sort of ringtones. But would you accept it with that change this offer?
No,
No.
I still wouldn't.
Same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so this one's going to be a bit of a stupid one, but there's going to be a little hypothetical scenario. Yeah. What if you had the power to control flatulence? And for anyone who doesn't know what that means, that is for the
Farting.
the farting, the exhale of breath from the behind. So let me paint you a picture. Imagine meeting someone, going on a first date with them, and really liking and connecting with them. The common consensus on these first dates is not really to fart around this person. So what if you could choose to never fart around that person, but to do so, you had to knowingly send your flatulence to the other person, letting them have the responsibility of your fart?
You had a similar one to this before.
I've had this. Some of these are going to be similar. Some of these are going to be different. So what if you could basically, this is sort of like the toilet one from the last part one. So you didn't have to fart, but you had to look around you and you could pass on your fart to anyone else in the room. But there has to be someone around you, and you have to be able to see them.
No.
No?
I'll take it. I'll tell you why. Because I think, you would probably do yourself damage, and you wouldn't be able to read your own body very well anymore, because, if you start farting horribly, that could be like signs of problems, and you're just delegating it to other people. You can't even smell it. I don't know. And I also just think it's a really stupidly dick thing to do.
Well. Yeah, because you might not. Well, you might be able to smell it, but it will be somebody else's fart.
Yeah, exactly that.
I think that's worse.
So
Yeah.
You're not just passing on the gas. You're passing on the full package, the content, the feeling, the smell, whatever you would have experienced. You are passing it on to the other person. So you are passing on not a fart, you're passing on your fart to that person.
You can just fart yourself, though, right? If you want to.
If there's no one else around, then yeah, you can.
Oh, then yeah, why not? Fuck it. It'd be a bit of fun at a party, isn't it? Other than that, it'd be useless, but...
Yeah, but come on, how many times have you been in like an awkward scenario, maybe a professional environment or an elevator or a lift, and you're like, if I fart now, it stinks of shit. It's going to be my fucking problem. People may look at me. I would happily be like, your turn. You pass it on to you.
Oh, no, that's mean, though, because then imagine you're just stood in an elevator and all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, and you just fart out of nowhere. You'd be so scared. You'd have to call the doctor. Like, that's traumatizing. You'd have to do it as banter and be like, I'm gonna make you fight 3, 2, 1. Ah, look at you fighting.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I would
But
just.
then I
I
feel
would
like
just make
people
you
would start
fight
to
and
avoid you as well.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's
definitely.
just gonna be-
Well, if
Yeah.
not, if you don't tell them, if no one knows that you're the one that can do this, and plus, who would believe you?
Well, then you get evidence.
Okay, but still, if you come up to me and said, "I can pass on my fart," I'll be like, "Fuck off, shut up."
And then they pass on a fart, and you're like, oh shit, I just farted. Was that you? Yeah, cool. That's mad.
I would just not believe you just to piss you off. I'd be like, "Nah, I don't care." I'd be like, "Mate, you're farting right now." I'd be like, "Nah, I don't care. I don't care. I don't believe you." Right. What if you had all the power to build and create, like in Minecraft, but you had to view the world in the blocky polygons, like in Minecraft?
Huh. There's a lot to unpack there.
Yes.
So people can see you creating.
Yeah.
But your perspective is in blocks, but everybody else's is normal.
Yeah. Everyone else is normal. So think of like Minecraft viewing, if you will, like the way people see. The way you play the game, the way you see all the
Pixelated.
polygons, pixelated.
Right.
Get all the power and all the ability of that world, but you just have to view the world like as well.
No one else in the world has the ability to create. Just you.
Nope, just you.
But
But
and
everyone
everyone's
else
going to look
is-
like Steve and the Minecraft people.
Yep.
Like villagers.
The
Yep.
griefers and
People.
everything everywhere as well.
Is that what? Sorry.
Creepers.
Griefer, no, the
No.
green.
Green.
No. It's just basically imagine putting on a polygon filter of your exact world right now. That's all it is. If it doesn't exist in our world, then it's not going to exist in your.
It's too
Minecraft.
much to have on forever, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Yeah.
I'd feel
no.
a bit sick or
Yeah,
something.
100% no. 100%
Yeah.
no. I ain't gonna look at. Listen, no offense. I love my partner. She's a lot of things. I know there's a lot more important things, but I did not wait this long or work this hard to have a blocky girl. I don't want a girl that has like straight corners and edges. You wouldn't be able to cuddle comfortably. You wouldn't be able to like do the dirty comfortably. I don't want to fuck a cardboard box. Is what I'm saying. Okay.
But what if like you can obviously mine in Minecraft, and you can go like you should just keep going down. Would you guys want to explore like a subterranean world?
Then eventually you'd hit lava, like the game, right? And then you're stuck. And what was you gonna? You
Or
can build
diamonds,
yourself back
apparently.
out, I guess. Or diamonds.
Dunno,
Oh,
could
that's
be
a good
mysteries
point.
down
If
there.
you was to mine in Minecraft to get diamonds as frequently or as often as they appear, does the same thing happen in real life? You just mine and mine and mine until you get Minecraft diamonds, which you could change for real diamonds or
I mean,
sell
let's just.
for real.
Yes, I would say so. I mean, let's argue that if you mine with the Minecraft ability, and there is a location where there would be real diamonds. Remember, this power is not changing. You're not going into the Minecraft world. You're just viewing the same world with those Minecraft goggles. That's all that's changing with your ability. So if you mine in a location right now that there are diamonds, then yeah, you're going to find it.
But the chances are you're just going to pick up loads of dirt until eventually concrete and like stone and
Yeah. Probably.
Cool. No, I'm okay, thank you. As you said, I don't want a blocky wife.
I'd only take it if I could turn it off eventually.
No,
Yeah.
you can't. One
No,
has
no,
one
no.
is it's a forever deal.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm the same. So this question has some small little changes at the end I'll add on because it may vary your answer, but I'm gonna go for it. Just go for it anyway. What if you could have the best sex of your life every single time you had sex, but you could only have sex once every 6 months?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No. I'm great at sex anyway. I don't need that help.
Okay. Fraser?
I've got a medal and everything.
Yeah, I mean, like, how much
It
better
is-
can it get?
Let me tell you. Of course, it would be the best sex because it would all build up for 6 months, That literally is how it would
You're
work anyway.
right. You're
Is it
absolutely
actually the best sex, or
There you
do
go.
you just think it is?
It's the only time you're having sex. It's gonna be the best sex.
okay.
Yeah.
What is the longest? So let's say I put 6 months, 3 months, a month. What's the longest you would wait? But you would be guaranteed that every time you had sex, it would be the pinnacle of that experience.
What is the longest we're willing to wait
Between having sex, but it would be the pinnacle every time.
48 hours?
The confidence.
48 hours. That's it. That's my threshold. And you want me to wait 6 months? No, I'm good, mate. I'm good.
Maximum, just a one time, maybe 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
But would you always have to wait?
Yes.
Nah, man. Nah. I'm with Rikesh. 48 hours.
48
100%.
hours.
Yeah.
So you would.
And
But
Blue
once you
balls
reach
fucking
this, you
develop
cannot
for
have
3
sex
weeks.
in between those times.
That's it, isn't it? Like realistically, say you had sex one evening, it's like, oh, that was amazing, and then in the end you get frisky again. It's like, sorry, babe, I can't. I've got to wait 48 hours.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Sorry,
I
Serhan's
don't want
terms
that
and
power.
conditions. Sorry, can't do it.
Nah.
No, fair enough, fair enough. This is what I love about asking you guys these things. You write it in your head and you're like, okay, this might sound difficult or funny or stupid. And then you guys either make it more serious, more real, or more stupid than I ever anticipated. I'm like, oh shit, I never really thought of that. So you're absolutely right. And listening to you guys, yeah, I wouldn't accept that shit.
Yeah, no.
Nah.
6 months, that's where you started. Wow.
That's crazy.
I thought I would be like, that whole best sex, but only once or twice a year. Would you accept it? But I guess it makes sense that you would probably die before you got to that.
Not that Kevin Hart joke, innit? What is it? The 14th, every 14th, I want that 14th dick or something like that. She picks a date. And she's like, yeah, on this date you're gonna get good sex. Like, all right, the 14th. I want that 14th dick. That's what that reminds me of.
That 14th dick. So now carrying on this theme just a little bit more. What if you could control how big the size of your penis was, but every time you made it bigger, you lost 1 inch off of your height, and this is irreversible? Would you accept it?
Oh.
Nah, I'm alright.
Well,
No?
once you change the size
Right,
once,
it's-
did you not?
Yeah.
Fraser's like,
Would you
I
not
don't
need
need no extension, bitch. I
I
need
got
a
a flagpole, bitch.
flagpole. Got people saluted.
It's already too
It'd be
heavy.
a problem.
Can you reverse it? Fraser's like, I could take some off, to be honest.
Yeah. Can I get tall, a little bit taller?
I've got
so I can
plenty
move
to
a
go
little bit?
around, boys.
I got excess, mate.
Oh,
Too
so,
much.
I would say that whether you, I kind of stereotype in the sense of making it bigger, but I just said if you change the size of your penis, bigger or smaller, regardless, you lose 1 inch of your height.
Oh.
It's not like one for the other.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't
Can
you only
imagine
ever
having
need to
the
change
ability
it once?
to do that to somebody else. That'd be evil. One.
No, that would be terrible. You could make them like,
small.
mate. It would be inhuman. It would just be a walking around giant penis with the size of I don't know, a little action figure guy.
Nah, yeah. What Rikesh said. Did you hear it?
Yeah, wouldn't you only need to change it once? You wouldn't need to constantly keep chopping it and changing it. You change it to one size and that's it. You're good.
Yeah,
you wouldn't
that's
need
fine.
to.
Yeah, you could do it once. You can grow 1 inch for your penis and lose 1 inch of your height, but it's still irreversible.
Yeah, I'll just do 1 inch. Why not? I can lose 1 inch off my height for an extra bigger penis. Brilliant.
You guys could. I can't. I can't afford to lose any more height. I'm not a short person, but I don't want to get into the short zone.
One
You
inch.
guys-
It's 1 inch.
You're not that short.
An inch from your height
two-
ain't a big deal, but an inch from your
two
penis
could,
is quite a big deal.
Yeah, you two could
Let's put it this
stand
way.
to
Yeah,
lose
yeah,
a few
yeah.
inches,
Charlie and Rikesh has more currency in height than me and Fraser does.
Yeah.
I mean, Fraser, you're
Neither of you two are short though. You're not like midget short. You're
Yeah,
like
innit?
average
short,
height.
but I
Take
don't
off
want to
1 inch,
lose.
you'll both be fine.
I don't want to lose 1 inch. Okay, Tanya can just about wear heels next to me and then be my height. I don't want her to wear heels and then be taller than me. I don't like that feeling. And I
You'll
don't.
be
I know
swinging a bigger
she.
dick.
Yeah, it's true. I've already tricked her. She's already in love with me. So if I get
Yeah.
shorter, fat, uglier,
Already
Yeah.
tricked her.
she
Hoodwink,
sees
mate.
me for who I really am. Yeah, right. All right. Okay.
All right.
What if you find out that you put on too much and then you got to change it back, but then you lose another inch or so?
Oh, actually, yeah. Yeah. So you can. It's the size of your penis is always changeable, but your height is
Only
irreversible.
decreases.
Only decreases, but it's irreversible. So it's not like, okay, I'll shorten my penis and I'll grow. No. Once you've lost that inch of your height, you will never get it back. But the penis is obviously negotiable.
Still take the risk, guys.
Everyone's outside to take the risk.
Yeah, why not? Pants.
All right.
Only get one wish for the genie.
Fair enough.
Have a crack.
Right. What if you could be as physically as strong as you wanted, but you lost 1 IQ point for however much strength you added to your body? And I just put, let's say, an average of like every 10 kg was going to be 10 IQ.
Ooh, that's savage.
10 IQ. So,
Oh, yeah. So for whatever you could, I mean, you could change that up a little bit. We could negotiate that, but you know, it's not going to be like I'm going to become ridiculously strong and only become a minuscule stupid. It needs to be of equal amount. Lifting 10 kg more, that's a lot, man, at a time.
Yeah, but losing
Can you
10
only
IQ.
just lift more, or do you actually become more physically bigger and built and stronger? Or can you just lift more weight?
Just lift more. You're not going to become
Oh,
humanly
Oh,
muscly.
then what's the
forget
fucking
it.
point in that?
Yeah,
You're gonna get dumb to look cool in the gym.
Okay, but does that mean then if you could physically get more muscly and more stronger and physically change your appearance, would you still sacrifice those?
I'd be more inclined to do it if the physical change came along with it.
Okay.
But 10 IQ per 10 kg sounds fucking
Yeah,
insane.
what's the average IQ? What's the average IQ?
I have no
Average
idea.
IQ is
I'll Google that shit.
170? I could be wrong though.
I thought it was like 120, 130. I've never done an IQ test. I have no
No,
idea
I
how
don't.
they're
We
scored.
did like the Mensa
It says
IQ
the
test in school.
average IQ is between 85 and 115. The most average IQ.
Oh,
What's that?
so you want
The
to
average IQ is what?
85?
150.
You can't do 10. Fucking hell.
Okay, all right. Then we'll flip it round.
Lose
10.
an eighth of your knowledge.
All right, let's say 5 kg then for 1 IQ. Different ratio
5 kg.
for 1 IQ.
Nah, I'd take 10. Maybe 10. I'd negotiate 10 kg.
So then you
Like
could
if I
lift
can lift
an extra
10 kg more, yeah. For
so
1
an
IQ, I'd
50 kg times that by 10, so you get an extra 50 kg of weight and strength for losing 10 IQ.
10 IQ. That's a lot, man.
yeah,
For
it's
an
too
extra
much.
50 kg of strength.
If you're hitting the bottom of the average of, let's say, 85 IQ, and we feel fairly bright and smart as people, and you're gonna sacrifice 10 IQ points, that's like, I don't even know what the percentage. That's over like 20%.
I think I'm good for taking that power. I think I'm good. I'll stay as I am. Cheers.
Could you do the reverse? Could you like work out and then like pay off your muscle to make more brain?
That's
Oh,
not the
never
question.
mind then.
That's like saying, what if you just work out now and read a book at the same time? Then yeah, why not, man? Listen to a podcast as you work out.
Gotta try and find loopholes, mate. That's what it's all about.
No, I like it when you guys throw in. I tried.
Yeah,
to
if it was the
more
other way
space.
around, I would have taken it. If it was the other, like you lose strength for gaining intelligence, I would have taken that.
That'd be cool.
No, you'd just be some weird, lanky, skinny, like freaky guy with a massive human, like giant ass head, man. It'd be weird.
Like Xavier.
I'd take it, mate. I would take it.
I would have.
Sick.
Happy, I'm fine. What if you could get any item you wanted in the world? it could be food, it could be money, it could be appliances, whatever, anything you wanted. But in receiving it, you knew that the item was being taken away from someone, anyone else in the world.
Yeah.
Sure.
Is that infinite?
Asking
First-
Steve.
Like,
First thing that came to mind was that Charizard card that Logan Paul has around his neck.
100%.
Take
Yoink.
it, done.
That guy's a
Done.
dickhead
You-
anyway.
Cannot choose who you take it from. All you know is it's been taken from someone.
Oh, I'd still take it.
And you can just keep doing that,
definitely
like, or is
better
it just
kids.
one and done?
Infinitely. Many times you want.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I'd be doing it to people on live TV, mate.
Be like the magic Robin Hood.
You know what?
You just
That
sit there
show
watching like those shopping channels, like, oh, that looks really cool. Yeah, I'll
That
take
looks nice,
that.
thank
It
you.
appears
I
and you're
like
like, oh shit, where did it go? Oh,
Yeah.
you know,
Sorry, guys.
You know the BBC auction ones where people bring their like stuff from home, like this is the antique that my grandmother had all the way from World War II, and they'll be like rating it like this is worth £50,000. You'd be like, all right, yoink. You're like, what?
It's like, no!
No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sell our heritage.
or you could
Come
use
on.
it for good reasons and take like all the nukes away from whoever has nukes, North Korea. Like, I want a nuke.
Where are
And
you
just
gonna?
take,
Exactly.
Where are you
So.
gonna put?
but you can take
Where are you
them and
putting
then
them?
get rid of them and dismantle
Oh, yeah.
whatever you
Take
do.
him to
But
Enfield.
you can, I'm trying to put a good, positive karma spin on these fucked up powers.
Says the
Yeah,
guy.
Go
just
up.
take all the nukes, juggling nukes over it, like, fuck, I've made a mistake.
Go up to space first, maybe.
I'm a big good guy.
Hey, yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, you could do that. Get yourself a spaceship. Like, stand out in the field, get a spaceship, go up space, order the nukes.
Done.
Realize it's not just one person that runs the ship, right? You need like a whole crew of people on the ground to work with you to get that ship. You can't just be like blast off and then burn like how
Okay.
many
But
miles
If
radius
Can
of
you
this?
steal people?
If you could swap your
No. I said any item.
That'd be cool. That'd be like teleportation.
I think that is living life.
Can you teleport, like, the chair you're sitting on to somewhere else?
No.
Okay, loopholes.
You can get items to you. You can think of whatever you want, but you do not know where it is coming from.
Capri-Sun.
Capri Sun.
Good
gold bar.
Some kid out
Right.
there's crying, but Fraser doesn't give a shit.
I'd be like, Timmy, I've told you this 1,000 times. If you don't hold on to your fucking Capri Sun, never again. It wasn't me, I promise. It wasn't me this time.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah,
Gold
that's a sick car.
bars. Take it. I
Yeah.
take it.
That'd be pretty cool.
Okay, all right. Right. You guys make me laugh.
Haha.
Haha. What if you could talk to all plant life, but only in the form of them telling you irrelevant details of other people's lives? AKA, hey, Charlie, come here. Hey, you know Jerry? He didn't take out the bins last night.
He didn't.
He didn't. Or hey, Rikesh, you know your neighbor? Yeah, he was wearing his wife's lingerie last night.
Oh, that
I know,
is kind of
I saw,
good.
mate. I saw.
I mean, that's a bit more blackmailish, but I'm just saying, would you accept plant life gossip? I'm going to call this.
No, if it's irrelevant, it's pointless.
Yeah,
Nah,
it sounds like they've got nothing good to say to you.
Yeah.
You know, just
What happens when
walking
you go
past
to try
every other
and
tree on the street, like, hey, like, fuck off! I don't want to hear you.
Yeah,
bullshit.
shut up.
Shut up. Leave me alone.
I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna take a Fraser stance. I'm gonna stand in a big crowd of people, and I'm gonna let everyone come out, and they're gonna see me, and I'm gonna be around some trees and some plants or whatever, even around their plants, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be able to tell you something about your life. I can foresee things in your life, and then I'm gonna be like, you in the corner, you forgot the bins last night. You cheated on your wife. I'm just
Do you
gonna
know
point
what
it.
this
I'm
is?
money somehow out of this.
Joe, this kind of power is like from some kind of offshoot detective show or something. Walks onto a crime scene. Oh, there's a aloe vera plant over there. I should go and speak to it. It was
Turn into
Dave.
the plant whisperer.
Dave did it.
It was your partner, Dave.
Just
I saw him, I did.
It's just there with like white sheet over their shoulders. Aloe vera is like, you have no idea what I see. I'm like, it's all right, don't worry about it. And everyone else will look at the guy like,
Yeah, what happens when you go to try and trim the plants?
I don't know. Maybe they're like, you know
Yeah.
what? No, they're not going to scream. They're going to be like, this is how I want it. It's going to be like a hairdresser moment. They're going to be like, no, irrelevant bullshit again. No, I want this to be a bit longer. I want to look like, make me like Amy Winehouse. I want a beehive. I want to look beautiful.
You'll end up being a gardener just to kill them.
Yeah.
Shut them up.
You walk past a daisy and it would be like, I saw you littering. It's just like, yank it out of the ground. Shut the fuck up.
I would
Yeah,
love
awful power.
it would be like our pigeon podcast. It'd just be like, hey, guy. You know, pigeons send more messages than emails do, right? You shut the fuck up, please. Shut the fuck up.
Stamps on plant.
Becoming a fucking anti-naturist, you'd be like, yeah, burn it all. I want to live in a concrete jungle.
Go global warming.
I really think that could be a good TV show, by the way, like The Plant Whisperer or like Plant Gossip or something.
I wouldn't be surprised if they've done that.
It probably exists, yeah.
It's got to be an anime somewhere.
Right. What if you could bring people back from the dead? Ooh. For every one person you chose to bring back, you had to choose one person to die.
Oh my god, the way your camera. Oh,
Sorry, so my camera fell over as well. Would you choose it? There is an alternative to this question, but I'll say this one first.
Who dies? Someone random?
You had to choose. In this version of the question, you choose who you want to come back. And this is not like a zombie or anything. They come back fully alive, healthy and breathing, but you have to choose someone consciously that is going to take their place in death.
Someone that you know, or anyone in the world that you just know?
Someone that you know.
No.
Yeah. If it was anyone in the world, you could just like make world peace.
Trump.
Yeah.
Laters.
Ow!
It's my first choice.
Logan Paul. Laters.
What is it with you, Logan Paul?
Laters.
Do we need to have an intervention, Rick? Is this what's about to happen?
You can try.
It's not worth it, mate.
That was the. I'll move on to the alternative, and some of you already touched upon it, so it may change the answer. So, what if you could choose whomever you wanted to bring back to life, but you were aware that one random person in the world would take their place in death? You don't know them, you don't pick them, but you just are aware that as soon as you choose who you want to come back, someone somewhere is dead now.
Nah.
Nope.
Nah. I feel like you're just disturbing the balance of the piece. Like, now there's been 2 deaths. Yeah, sure, someone's come back, but they already died. Now they're going to have to die again someday.
A lot of questions. Like, this guy, this famous person everyone knew who died 200 years ago is suddenly alive and kicking again, and they're doing their thing.
Oh, Ricochet's going on that level.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
Like a dead grandparent or something. But okay, yeah, that's also true. That's picking up a different questions about it. But I guess
I don't know who I'd bring back.
I am completely on Charlie's.
That would be
cool. But no, I am. If I'm scared to do time travel and the butterfly effect, I am way too scared to bring people back, and especially living with myself with the consciousness of someone else has died. Like Timmy's just running around like, fuck you, mom, and your Capri Sundays life, and then she just drops them all dead. I'm like, no,
no.
I don't want
to. About the same kid.
It's always about Jimmy.
Jimmy.
He's the Jerry of my life. He is the Cyril of my life.
Yeah, no, it's like Charlie said, I think it just disturbs the balance, and you could never really enjoy that person coming back to life knowing that, someone just kind of like dropped out. Like, yeah, not having control over that as well. It's just like, could go wrong.
Yeah, same page. I'm good for that power.
Okay, fair enough. Same. I wanted to throw a little bit morality in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna
Test.
ask one more, and we'll go to a nice ad. What if you could have unlimited money, but you could only spend it on items decided by people that you hate?
What? Sorry, one more time.
So you could have unlimited money, but you could only spend it on things decided by people that you hate.
Or
People that you
hate
hate
you.
would get to decide what you get to spend your unlimited money on.
Yes, I would add in there that they can't say you're gonna spend it all on me. They're gonna just choose what you buy for yourself or your friends or your family. They can't be like you're gonna spend it all on me, because otherwise that's just stupid.
No.
Nah, they'd probably make you buy a tractor or something like that.
But
Yeah.
in Korea's nukes in Rakesh's back garden, like, oh, that's exactly what I wanted. Well, peace. By
What
having
if you was to do it like you had unlimited money, but you had one person who controlled all your money and your spending?
right,
Someone that you don't actually know.
Or
Someone
something
that you don't know.
someone
That you
that
don't trust. Don't know that you don't trust, and they have control over your money and your funds. And if you need to buy food, they have to release the money.
I kind of go with the saying of better the enemy that you know. At least if I know them, okay. But if I don't know them and they don't know me, even if they're a good person, what if they do buy me a fucking trap? What if they buy me shit I don't need?
They essentially have control over your life as well. Then
Yeah, it's the same thing with the other one. Like, what's the point in having unlimited money if I don't get to spend it?
what if
Yeah.
what if you could choose one of the lads to control your finances?
There. That was my other version of the question.
Ah.
What if you had to choose one of the lads, but only one, to forever control what you spend your money on?
But it's
We
infinite.
don't get to.
It is infinite.
Oh, 100%. Okay, so I'm definitely taking it. It'd just be who's going to be the lucky bastard who gets to spend it.
Thing. Do we get to pick? Do we get to nominate who picks it, or is it like a random shuffle?
No. You get to choose. If you want to choose, you can choose one of the lads out of the 8 of us that can choose where you spend your money.
Can we influence them? Like, can we talk to them about it and ask them?
Not really. No, you cannot necessarily say to them what you want. You cannot say directly. This is more about who knows you well enough to be like, okay, I don't know. I've accessed your bank account on my phone, and I have to choose what I'm going to buy you for that week to eat, drink, treat yourself, your little toys, your games, whatever. And I'm like, it's more about, we trust each other as the lads, but it's more about who knows us well enough to know what we would like without having to ask them.
Okay.
I'd have to go with Serhan.
Ooh, okay. Fair.
Yeah, I know you'd look after me, and you'd feed me right. You'd buy me foods that I don't even know. So, yeah.
I'll probably go
Margarita
with
pizzas.
Rick.
Oh,
I was
mate.
gonna say
GG's.
phrase.
Good luck.
I feel like wow. I feel like I could trust Phrase to not fuck me. I know for a fact he would fuck me over, but I think like a large portion of it, he would be sensible with it.
You guys just
think
get a
I could
YouTube
trust
channel
Phrase.
and prank each other with like unlimited money.
I think I would say, I think we can all trust each other, but I think Charlie knows enough of my tastes in food and culture, and I think Charlie would be a really good person to be like, I bought you this random comic that you have no idea about, but I know you're gonna love it. I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's give it a chance. It's always been like that with you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like that with all of you guys, especially when it comes to music. But Charlie's one of those people where if Charlie goes, "You're gonna like this," I'm like, 110% I will.
Saying that, do you never get to pick anything you buy ever again?
Nope.
That is kind of
It's a big responsibility.
Now that I'm thinking about it on a lower scale, like once you've got your big house and your luxury life, your days in and days out, it's just like, you know, what if like me and Jade want to go to go on holiday?
Well, I would, if I was in charge of your money, I would imagine you want to probably go on holiday once or twice a year. You might not be able to tell me where or when, but I'd book it for you. And you would never have maybe the joy of buying stuff and choice, but you would never have to have the responsibility of even thinking about, What do I need to buy in the fridge? What do I need to buy this person for their
True.
birthday? It's all done.
Yeah,
That's kind
I was
of,
going
that's
to
kind of
say
pros.
actually,
Yeah.
it's kind of a little bit freeing as well. Like,
Yeah.
even though the money's unlimited, you don't have to think about it at all.
Yeah, you just live.
Somebody else's.
No, yeah, that's perfect. Serhan,
How
create my
could you-
paradise.
Could you
Yes.
loophole? So what if Phrase was to pick me,
Here
and
we
then for
go.
me to be like, all right, I'm gonna send. I don't know what Phrase needs. So instead, what I'm gonna do is just send him a letter with like 50 grand in cash, and just post it through his letterbox. Like, all right, yeah, Phrase, and then he's got the cash
That's
to
my
spend on whatever he
salary.
wants.
You could do that once
Is that-
a year.
Is that allowed?
I mean, if
Can you do
Rikesh
that?
decides to give Fraser money, that's his decision, right?
Just give it straight in cash.
No.
You can't
don't-
do that.
You don't have access to your money. Only the person that you choose.
IRS, open up.
I'd still do it. I'd still do it.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah,
still take it.
definitely. That's sick.
I'd still take it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on that note, lads, I say we go for a nice, wholesome ad break.
Ad
Go to the ad break.
Hello, and welcome back to the Highlight Zone, where we peruse the perplexing planes of possibility. For our first highlight, let me take you to a particularly peculiar world. We join Charlie, Rikesh, and Serhan on a long trek. They come across a mysterious cave,
Let's check it out.
suggests Charlie.
I'm not sure about this.
Replies Rikesh hesitantly.
There is no way I am going in there.
Proclaims Serhan, taking a defensive stance.
I feel like we might find something good. I'm going in.
Charlie replies as he scurries in.
I better make sure he's okay in there.
Says Rikesh as he follows behind, leaving Serhan outside. The cave was deep, dark, and eerie. They heard strange scraping sounds and the odd rumble down in the darkness.
There's something here. I can sense it.
Says Charlie, eagerly rubbing his feelers together.
I don't know.
Rikesh stops dead in his tracks as a deep rumble echoes throughout the cave.
I think we should turn back.
Don't worry, we're close.
Rikesh suddenly spots a horrific creature emerge from the darkness above Charlie. Large pincers below cold black eyes, rough, bulky exoskeleton, and multiple sharp spiky legs. Before he can react, it swoops Charlie up in one swipe and swallows him whole. Rikesh wastes no time in turning and scuttling towards the exit as fast as he could. Serhan turns towards the cave opening to see Rikesh emerge.
Joe! Get away now!
Rikesh is suddenly gripped by the same perilous pincers that ensnared his friend. Serhan jumped away and used his wings to hover just out of the monster's reach.
This is why you don't get curious.
Serhan thought to himself, fluttering up into the leaves, and is eaten by a bird. Your comprehension of that world is yours alone to decide. Let's move along and find a new story. It's a busy city street. Charlie exits a building, frantically trying to hail a cab. One swerves in to pick him up.
I need to go to the corner of 8th and 22nd quickly.
No problem.
He replies and sets off into the traffic-filled road.
Could you find a way around?
Yeah, sure. Hold on.
The driver replies, jumping his cab onto the sidewalk to get past a queue.
You must be in a hurry, huh, bud?
I cannot be late for this appointment.
Charlie excels, looking down at a handwritten note on old battered paper. He read it over again.
This is my final message. Meet me at the old fire station opposite 8th and 22nd. The world, this world, depends on it.
Well, we're here.
Thanks.
Charlie says as he hands some money through the window.
Good luck, Charlie.
The driver says as he winds up his window and drives away. Charlie watches him leave in bewilderment before crossing the road and entering the abandoned building. He passes through the entry of the dusty old building and into the hall. Serhan was knelt down. Behind him, a group of people dressed in black armor, their faces covered by black helmets.
I'm sorry, Charlie. They found us.
Serhan says in a low voice.
We intercepted your temporal messages. You thwarted our plans for 500 years, but now we have you.
The soldier behind Serhan exclaims.
There's no saving this world now.
Damn it, why? Why do you seek destruction so badly? Why me? Why us?
This is how it was supposed to be. It was him who perverted the natural way. He just dragged you into it.
Charlie, I'm sorry. We're out of time.
A large explosion from downtown.
Now join us, finally, for the end of the world.
The building is swept away as everything fades to black. Not all worlds survive. Sometimes to fight is just to prolong the inevitable. That concludes this edition of The Highlight Zone. Now, back to your regularly scheduled broadcast.
We're back? We're back!
We're back. What's an ad break?
From
Well,
the
that-
ad break.
You know, you've been informed, you've been enlightened. Yes, it is true.
Bye now.
But bye now. Bye Rikesh right now.
Hello.
Okay. So we ended it on a bit of unlimited money, who we're choosing, your expenditures, lads. We made our choices. We will move on now to the second half of our non-Marvel episode of What If?
Copyright.
Right, lads. What if you could have your dream job,
Oh.
your dream pay, but you had to work with only with people that were annoying to you, not people that you hate, not people that you necessarily can't get on with, but I put in brackets, but irritable, like Monday morning people. But
Oh.
Yes, because I'm that guy.
You get on with them, is what you're saying.
We'd be like, yes, Monday morning, bitches.
Hold on, wait, hold on. That was an example of irritable people. So if you in this scenario, you are the Monday morning person, Chaz, and you're going to work with people that are the downers, the people that are just like, shut the fuck up, leave me alone, man. Like,
Oh,
you're going to
that's
work
not fair. You can't change it on me like that. That's horrible.
changing it on you. I put it from personal experience. I'm not a morning person. I don't like the Monday morning person. So I will reiterate, you will work with people that are irritating to you, whatever that may look like for you.
But they're good at their jobs.
Yeah, they're good at their jobs.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine by me.
They're just annoying.
And
They're
you-
just irritable.
Oh, it's tough. You're never going to have any like good working relationships, though. But I guess you get to do your dream job. I don't know.
What would your dream job actually be?
I mean, I had this question asked me when I went home for Christmas. People were like, what's your dream job? And I didn't want to sound like, not silly, a bit open and saying, but I was like, I've kind of found my dream job. I really do enjoy my accounting job. It is the job that I found. I would say the growth of it, dependability of it, and having my freedom with it would be my dream and lifestyle. But the job itself, I love my job.
What if all of the like clients you got were irritating Monday morning?
Oh,
I've actually had scenarios like that where it's been triggering to work with certain people, but it's Most of the time, it says more about you than the person because you've got buttons and triggers. But as well, as long as they're not too triggering or too irritating, otherwise I can't work with you. I can't help you if I don't click with you. But sometimes I'm like, okay, a little bit triggering for whatever my reasons. I can reflect upon it, but I'm like, actually, you know what? It's a challenge. I want to be able to work with someone that I cannot click with. And I don't really have colleagues, in all fairness. I have clients.
But every single client is going to be that way.
I would still do my job 100%.
Strong man.
Yeah.
I'd take
So,
it.
I think I'd take
Rick,
it.
you're going to get up early hours in the morning, get to your job, think, yeah, okay, the job's, you know, I love my job. I'm making music, I'm making money. And it's like, hey, how you doing, man? Yeah, fucking great. Rick, come here, my dude. 6 in the morning, bro. You got this in your ear.
But then you make sick music together.
That's the upside. Like, as long as they're good at their jobs, like, all right, you can be annoying as shit. As soon as you get there, like, all right, fine, get in the booth. That's it. They're done. Get them away from me. Just do your shit. I'll do my shit. And we'll get the fuck out of it.
Okay. I kind of like semi-guessed. Would your dream job be making your music, Rick? And I'll ask the rest of the lads the same.
Yeah, like dream job would be like a music producer or like a hosting my own radio station, like a radio DJ or something with my own tunes. That's dream job stuff. Yeah.
I can see you. What about you, the rest of you boys? What's your dream job? At this moment in your life, I know it can change.
Probably something involving robotics or something like that. Ooh. And I think I'm on the same vibe as you guys. Like, yeah, I guess as long as people are good at it with their jobs and you're enjoying what you're doing, then yeah, it could
definitely be sacrificed in any kind of way. Just people are just annoying to deal with. That's fine. I deal with enough annoying people.
Yeah, we deal with annoying people already in jobs that we don't like. So.
Yeah, most people are annoying.
Yeah. What about you, Kaz? Before we kind of just touch on more about this, what about you? Your dream job?
Just some kind of creative, working on a creative project, whether it be like an animation or a song or an album or whatever, just creating stuff.
I can definitely imagine you having like a company where it's just like a Wonka style factory, in the sense of it's not like we're making music or TV or film. It's like anything. It's like a think tank. You just walk in, you sit in that room, and there's different departments that have different like creations they can collaborate.
That'd be sick.
Anything creative would come out of Eastwick Inc.
Sure. And dream job, we all work together. But just touch on phrases. Well, full on Skynet, bro. I feel like you would make the thing that could save us or destroy us. I'm just putting it out there.
Definitely.
Destroy you, then save you.
Yeah, you would create
then we owe you.
And have the antidote at the same time. You'd be like, I've found the strain to the most deadliest venom ever. But I've also found, the cure. But I also had to find the problem to find the answer as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's safe to say that we've come to an age and stage of our lives that, of course, I would love to get on in any job with colleagues. We all want to get on a personal level. But I'm sure we've had people in our jobs, like job histories and experiences, where you get on as people, but you think you are terrible at your job or you have a horrible work ethic. And I've probably been that person. I'm not always at the best work ethic, but I've had people I'm like, I get on with you personally, but when we do our job together, you are fucking a burden or more annoying and more triggering. Even if you're likable, bro, you need to know how to do your job. And I think that says a lot more than just, I like you, but you do a good job. Or I don't like you, do a good job.
I think it also says a lot that the question was included your dream pay, and none of us mentioned anything about the pay. We were all just like, yeah, the job's enough. None of us really talked around with the money.
But I do want the money.
Hey,
I do want the money. Don't get me wrong.
You didn't mention it.
Not doing it for free.
Fit in the right.
I think, like in terms of tax, I think something like 50k is like below the next tax bracket, where it's like 50% income tax or something like that. So I think 50k.
The first 10k
over 100 is like 40k tax. I think 40% tax.
Oh,
over 100 is 40% tax.
the first 10K in any earnings you have in the UK is tax-free.
Mhm.
Then 40K is your limit of 20K. Anything over that 40 to 50K bracket is when you start getting double taxed. So yeah, you could earn 50K, 10K clean, 40K 20%.
Right.
I want
I
a
learned
300k
Whatever.
salary.
300K salary. Yeah. I mean, there is ways to go around tax. You can go around tax. You can do tax evasion. You can, especially if you're doing it.
No, just get
We're not-
taxed. It's fine. Tax goes towards stuff that's good.
No.
Like,
I don't mean
You're not advocating tax evasion.
not evasion. There is way that you can put it as a business expenditure. Like, you know, I'm now a sole trader. I now understand that if I work from home, I think it's like a percentage of my electric bill will not be included in the tax that I pay because I'm using my resources at home to pay for my business.
oh, interesting.
I'm having to educate myself on a lot of this. Even like a bit of petrol, for example. It depends if you drive to work and everything. Like, you can do this in the most legal sense. The country is designed for sole traders to pay the tax that they owe outside of their business expenditure. But obviously, you go through this with an accountant, so you're obviously not going to bend the rules or the amount. And I don't like to bullshit.
Mm.
You hear that, world? I pay my way equally, okay? I'm not even earning over 10K, to be honest with you. I'm barely earning 50 quid a week. But that's not the point, okay?
Dream job, though.
Dream job,
Dream.
I know. I never regret it. Right, so we move on. What if you did not need to sleep to rejuvenate or recharge, but you had to be plugged into a wall outlet to fully recharge? You can be conscious, you can still do stuff, but obviously you're limited in your movement. In this question, energy equates to however much you charge yourself. So let's say an average of 100% charge is 24 hours of energy. But if your charge becomes 0, you become unconscious.
How long does it take to get full charge?
So what? Let's say an average human night of sleep. What would that be? 8 to 10 hours. 8 hours. Okay, let's find the average. I know it depends on human to human, age to age, but let's say you need 9 hours to be plugged into a wall outlet.
Yeah, I could do that.
And then you just have 24 hours of energy.
Mm.
You're fully alert and awake.
Because where you would usually go to bed, you just plug yourself in, and then you just stay up and do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, but then you're tied into that. Like, you can't.
Staying
If something happens, like you go out or something, and there's like no cabs or trains or whatever, and you're just like, oh shit, we're looking at the clock, like I've only got 2 hours of charge left. And
This is
carry around a power bank.
The Justin Timberlake film all over again.
Yeah.
Quickly! Oh my god!
Give us charge.
I mean, you won't die. I mean, if you were to pass out at home and not make it out to your, your outlet in time, someone else could plug you in. But also, if the electricity fails, you can no longer rely on sleep to power yourself. You cannot sleep. You can only. This is it.
What if there's a power surge while you're on charge?
I mean, then you're either gonna, I don't know. I guess we'll call it like it's like getting a sugar high. You'd be over, like, whoa, you'd be like really on,
goofy.
Like, yeah, you'd be on it for a little bit. You'd be freaking like cocaine high. Yeah, your speed. Yeah, that's it. Even better. You'd be on your little speed and surge.
I'd do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd do it. I've got an electric car, and that like, what do they call it, like charge anxiety or something like that, when it gets to like 20% or whatever, and you've only got a certain amount of distance you can go before you need to charge it, and you're going to pass out. Like, nah.
That pressure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I'd take it either. I don't see a big upside to doing it. Like, you get to stay awake, you don't need to sleep, and you can do extra shit while you're charging, I guess. That's really the only upside to it. I think I'd rather just sleep.
Okay.
Nah, fuck that. Wait, but if you fall unconscious, you technically sleep, right?
No.
Oh, you die?
No. You don't die. You're just unconscious. Like there is.
You could be unconscious for like you could run out of charge, fall into a bush, and be unconscious for like a week.
Yes.
Somebody finds you and plugs you in.
Until someone finds you.
Oh, yeah, nah.
What if no one ever finds you or no one ever plugs you in, and you're just unconscious forever?
Are you immortal?
Do power banks work? Because you just have a belt of power banks.
No.
You've got a clip into your balls.
No,
I'd have done that anyway.
Clips.
I'm not given the option of balls. That's a torture phrase.
Another
That's
Friday night for me, mate.
Yeah, standard Friday night.
There's jumper leads for your car.
Ooh.
Those.
Perfect.
no.
Ooh.
From a power bank, you would
I don't like
get
it when
about
I tuck on these sort of details. You guys
4 volt, 5 volt.
Okay, listen. Wall outlet
Oh, mate.
in a building. No power banks, no extension cords, no testicle torture devices, Fraser, please.
You ruined everything, Serhan.
Okay. Please take his option.
We were having a good night.
Yeah. Right. What if you could be immortal? Live forever. But any injury, however small or large, would be fatal to you, basically leading you to death.
What?
Is that immortality? Or is that
Immortality, no. So being resistant to damage and being immortal are two different things. So being immortal is not necessarily the ability to come back to life. Immortal is you will live forever. However you want to discuss it. Maybe you stop at a certain age, maybe you keep aging. But if you hurt yourself, it's going to be fatal.
I think you mean amortal. Immortality is when you can live forever and nothing can kill you. Amortality is you can live forever, blunt force will kill you.
Oh, okay, then yes. All right, I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
You're welcome. That's why I'm the scientist in this group.
So you're more resistant to damage, but there's some kind of threshold. Like
No. You are actually less resistant to damage.
Oh, you're less resistant.
You are as resistant as you are now as a human being. Right? But if you get a paper cut, it's fatal.
Yeah, so you can never play sports or anything like that. No, you just miss the glass.
Okay. But as long as you don't get hurt, you will continue to live.
You can live forever in a pillow room.
Yeah,
that's called an asylum. A really fucked asylum.
It's a nicer way to say it. Yeah, no, I'm okay. I'll pass that one, thank you.
No?
Yeah, no.
Because you wouldn't live forever. It's a catch-22. It's like, you'll live forever, but I'm not gonna. The odds are not in my favour.
Paper cut. That's insane.
And do you know what? If anybody knew about your power and you did die, you'd just be like a joke. Like, he was immortal,
Someone
but
just
he died
pushes
before
you
me.
gently.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. I'm done, mate. See you later.
There'll be someone there with just a paper going up to you like, whoa, I'm gonna paper cut you, but stop it.
What if you
What
if you had you need to get a tooth removed or something? You just bleed out. You just break your face.
I guess, yeah, because to a certain extent, it is a very controlled injury, basically getting a tooth cut out, or you're not wrong.
There's no good side to this. This is all bad.
Once again, boys, you open my eyes. What if you could view your day, you could view your future, and plan out anything that's about to come to you? You could see what you're about to experience. But you would have this knowledge only in the form of a TV show. Let's say TV, let's say on streaming. You could watch this and learn from it, plan whatever you're going to plan, but you knew that everyone else had access to the episodes that is your daily life.
Isn't this a Black Mirror episode?
I have not watched it, but don't say
kind of.
One of the most recent seasons. I'm pretty sure this was like one of the Black Mirror episodes. Like it was like a TV show.
I copyright it first. I wrote this weeks ago. I haven't watched Black Mirror. It's too much of a head.
It was similar, but it was kind of the other way around. Like she lived her day and then she saw it she saw her day in the form of an episode on
So
whatever
that's
they were streaming.
Oh right, yeah, that was it. That was it. Yeah.
what's that film?
Nah, I think I'm good.
Can we choose who was acting as us in the show?
No, it's
Actually you.
actually
From
you.
different
So
camera
it's
angles.
just from different camera angles. You know, you're not really there. You're not really in a studio. You're just walking around. But you know, in this imagined world, there's all these different shots of you just doing your stuff, and people can watch your day like an episode on TV. But
That's
you
fine.
can watch it as well.
But you're in this reality, right?
You're
And they're
in
in a
this
different reality.
No, you watch it, so you can watch it and think, what's tomorrow going to be like? And you can click and see
Yeah.
what tomorrow's day of Charlie's life will
But
be
the
like. You
people of this world, they're not watching that as well. In the world that I exist, right? They're watching it in another
Yeah, they
world.
could tune into the same
No,
channel.
Oh no, that's weird then.
Your dad could call you and be like, "Oh, I saw you doing this, you know, tomorrow, or I saw you're gonna do that. You sure you want to?" Yeah, everyone will know.
So if you're streaming this on like Netflix or whatever, could you like skip a few seasons and episodes ahead to find out what's happening in the future, or is it only like one episode? Like live TV, you can only see the next episode once, and that's it. You gotta wait the next day.
You cannot skip ahead. You might give you, let's say, a week's worth of episode ahead of you. So you can jump to from Monday to Sunday. You can jump to Saturday or Sunday, but that's it. And then Sunday ends, and then Monday the next 7 episodes release.
That's weird. Don't think I could handle that. Weird
Yeah,
fame.
I don't think I'd like that.
It would be a head fuck.
Yeah, it's like Black Mirror meets Truman Show.
That's Truman's Show. That's what I was trying to think of. Yes, it would be.
Or That's So Raven. A bit like that as well.
I don't. I know.
I don't know.
Oh, That's So Raven. Great show.
That's so Raven.
Yeah.
I was
But that's
watching
a
Power
full
Rangers, mate.
TV show, right?
Yeah, the Disney show, and it used to like
I know.
zoom in on her eye, and then she'd see like 15 seconds of the future.
Yeah, I know this. Let's watch this. Yeah, I remember this actress. Yeah, I used to watch it with my sister.
Me too. Not with your sister, with my sister.
Just Charlie in the corner. Hey guys, you don't know me yet, but we're gonna be best friends. I'm here from the future. Okay, so we've all said no. I think this has been more of a mind fuck than I anticipated it to be. It's less about future. It's more about like Black Mirror.
Yeah.
Right. What if you had the power to mute people anytime you wanted, but it meant you had to keep talking in order to have them stop talking?
What? Wait, sorry, one more time.
So you can mute another human being that you are talking, that's talking to you, but to keep them from talking, you have to keep making noise with your mouth. If I ever stop talking for 1 second, that person can then restart talking again or make the choices they want. It doesn't mean that it's not like you're stopping them. They can't. It's not like that you're stopping them from interrupting you by talking, because we can talk over each other even now. But they just immediately go whoop, and then mute, just like a TV remote moment. They stop.
How long of a gap between your words must there be for them to be able to be unmuted?
As long as you're making a sound, you can have a breath's worth between your words.
Because I was going to say, if you want to like monologue someone and you're like, mute, look, motherfucker, I'm going to tell you right now, and you take a breath, and then they're like, what?
A breath is okay. A breath is okay. I think as humans, we innately know when there is something like a breath versus a pause versus I've lost words or run out of words. I think you'd innately pick it up. Hence why when we write, you put a full stop instead of like an ellipsis, because we can gauge. So a breath, you can talk normally.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. That's a cool power.
No, I prefer other people to talk.
You would prefer. You would prefer it like as long as you're quiet, other people have to keep talking.
That's kind of sick.
That's sick. That would be fucking traumatic.
You would be an interrogation master.
Elaborate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? I don't know. I'll just keep talking.
1 hour later.
I killed them all. I killed them all. But like, oh, thank you very much. I think it would be a great way to shut off an argument, but you would never have anyone have the ability to make you reflect or challenge you. Because I would just talk and just walk away from them, and then I know they can't talk, and I just keep talking until they're away from me, and then
That's cold.
yeah, I'd be that prick. I'd be like, yeah, because if you stop talking in front of them, they're gonna be like, wow, here's what I've got to say. And then I got to be like, no, stop again. I need to make some words up. I'm gonna go into a Broadway song.
I mean, that is it. I was gonna say, can you just start rapping, just start singing songs to yourself?
Rap
Yeah.
God.
You can say
Get
anything.
it.
You don't have to make logic of it. You could say anything. Anything. As long as you're the one making sound, they cannot make a sound.
Yeah, I like that.
You like it? Okay.
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay.
Imagine you're at a concert, like you're on stage or something, or you're performing, and because you're singing or rapping or whatever, like the whole crowd is just silent. Completely
Silent.
You would have to create songs where you would have to give people a chance to be like, everybody,
Sing
listen
my
to
songs for me. I can't do it. Thanks. Cheers,
me.
guys.
You would have to take a big enough pause where people would just be able to, yeah.
But you can pick when they're muted, right?
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
not-
you
they're
could.
not just
You could.
naturally
Yeah,
muted. I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
yeah,
All
like,
right. Okay.
curse of every
Oh.
time you no one could back you. That was the question. No, this is a question of you can mute whomever you want whenever you want.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's not just on all the time.
That's a curse. That's like
Yeah.
I can't have a conversation unless I have to stop and then you can answer.
I think
yeah.
it's good for you, mate.
Can you imagine being in the middle of a conversation with someone though, and you're like chatting away and proper getting into it, and there's like a fireman behind you trying to get your attention, help, help, and you're just like, yeah, and this cat ran across my path. It was so weird, and then everyone's like trying to scream to you, and you're just chatting away.
You're just there
Look
talking.
out.
Everyone can hear you, but
Yeah.
all this chaos is happening and no one can make a noise. It's just people trying to pat each other on the side, like sign language. And
Just heavy sign language. That's hilarious.
I guess even if that power was true, people would just be giving you like the finger. It's just be like, fuck you, fuck this shit, trying to write shit on paper in front of you. Right. What if you could give your current partner or ideal partner or the person that you want to care for within your life? Right? So this ideal partner, the person that you want to take care of, the long-term person. What if you could give this partner a guaranteed, amazing life, past, future, and present included? Everything that's materialistic, money, security, love, safety, a great childhood experience, a guaranteed great adulthood experience. Every detail you could think of. But the catch being that they did not know you in return. You had to exclude yourself from their existence, from their life. Would you give this person this perfection of life with the sacrifice that you know that they will never know you?
They don't know you at all. You can introduce yourself to them, and they would still have like just completely disregard you, or what?
They will. You can never be a part of their life.
Then no,
No. Yeah. What's the point?
it's silly. You're just giving some random other person everything they want, and you get nothing out of it. That sounds more like a
It's
curse
not
than
necessarily a random person. Let's say you've met this person, let's say you spent some time with them, or you fall in love with them, or it's not like I'm just giving it to the person that I have not even met yet. Let's say at this point you've met them, you've fallen in love with this person, and you know that they've had a horrible life, or that you want to give them something better. Would you give them this sacrificial gift?
Yeah, it don't cost you anything, does it?
It
Only
costs you
them.
your relationship with them.
With them, you can't ever be.
Yeah,
with
but
them.
that's fine. I mean, you could just choose someone from a bit of an arm's length distance. Like, you know what? We don't really speak much, but you've had a really rough time lately. I wish you all the best. And it'd be like, boom, there you go. Now they're living their best life. I don't see him anymore, but I didn't see him anyway.
So you're reframing the question in the sense of someone
being
else.
someone else.
I was more like the love of your life.
No, because then you're losing someone.
And that's where the sacrifice is. That's why it's a question.
That makes more sense. Yeah. Okay.
That's why it's supposed to be a bit more difficult. Like, gifting, trying to give someone that you love perfection.
Oh,
Very
fuck 'em.
altruistic
a
kind of thing.
healthy life, the healthiest life of everything being there, but you just cannot be a part of them, part of that life with them, ever.
Mm.
No, I don't think I would.
It's selfish, isn't it? But it's tough.
It is selfish. It's very altruistic for you to be like, yeah, I'm gonna give you everything you've ever wanted, and I'm just gonna take a step back from your life, and then you gotta
Yeah.
watch this other person.
I could do it.
Here's the catch, right? If they get everything they ever wanted, but you're part of that, you're
There's
still
going
not
to be
gonna.
something missing.
Yeah, they're never going to be really
Yes,
truly
but
happy.
their memory would be wiped of you in that
Oh,
moment,
right.
so they would never know that they wanted you.
Yeah, I think I'd do that for Jade probably. If the power was there to allow her to have the best life she could have, I'd be like, yeah, she deserves it.
This is something that I have thought about at times, and I've even like reflected this to Tanya, and she was like, firstly, she was more on the level of like what you would expect of. No, I wouldn't want that. I would prefer you in my life, even with the shit in my life. And I was like, okay, that's nice to know. But it's also that, as Rick was saying, that sort of altruistic sort of. There's always a catch because it's like, well, what do you know that would make me happy? Or if I got everything that would make me happy, it only makes me happy because I didn't have it once upon a time. Where if I was born with it, how would you know that would make me happy?
Mm.
Like, there's all these little concepts and definition of
It's like,
happiness.
what
I
is
think
happiness? You know?
I have considered this. I have definitely considered this, and I've been on the verge of being like, if I could, I would. But yeah, I think there
So-
would be an element of selfishness to choosing someone else's happiness.
So what if you was with the person that you was with, and you gave that ability to that person that you were with at the time? They now completely forget you. They're out there living their best life. You are either alone or you meet someone else.
Yep.
Can you now transfer that to the new person?
No.
Or is it just
It's a
stuck with that
one-time
one person?
use.
One-time deal. You're allowed to go fall in love with someone else, but you can't keep doing this every time. I mean, that would be
Okay,
sort
then
of
yeah.
like a big fucking like the weirdest level of self-harm to
You
keep
get
falling
Yeah,
caught as well.
that's-
Somebody
yeah,
would
no,
figure
then
it
yeah.
out.
Then yeah, if that's the case, I thought it was like you give it to this one person and then you kind of just sit in a room alone forever, just
No,
thinking,
no. You
just
can
lost
still-
this person.
You can
Then
still
yeah,
live your life.
then yeah, I do that.
Yeah.
I do that.
I think I would be on the. I think I would consider it definitely.
Yeah, I could do it.
Hmm.
Deal with my own shit.
Would you do it? And I would just add this in with one of the lads. If you knew that you could not be friends with this person, and that would also mean by extension you really wouldn't be able to be part of the group.
Nah. Sorry, guys. You're all
Lose
going to
the
have to
whole
live your
group.
best life with me.
So wait, hold on. Are you saying like? So you're saying, say I gave Charlie everything he wanted.
Yep.
It would also include you guys, so I would just
No. So,
Oh.
separate myself.
it's
Yeah.
kind of like if I gave everything to you, Fred, everything you ever wanted, and now I can't really be in your life, and you don't remember me, and you'll never get to know me.
Mhm.
Because you have met the group of lads and you've hung out with them, I can't really be involved with the lads anymore, right? Because then I'm involved in your life. Or I would be part of the group and you can't be part of the lads. Either way, we can't mix with the same people.
What happens if we're in the same room? Does the universe collapse?
I don't know. I don't know. It could
Nobody
be
knows.
you might automatically dislike me. It could be you completely disregard me. It could be that you just don't see me. I haven't chosen it to that extent. I'm just saying that would you do that with one of the lads with the risk? Maybe not a guarantee, the risk that you may not be able to be part of the group.
And you can only pick one of the lads.
One of the lads.
And in exchange, you completely lose the group. Completely.
Possibly
Yes.
sometimes. But not always.
Possibly. more than likely, yes.
No. I would do it if it worked for all of the lads and all the boys had their best life and defined, and then that I can live with. But giving it to one of them and losing everyone else, that's a bit too much.
The thing is, like, it's not. We don't all meet up all the time anyway. But you are then saying that you're never going to see this person again, as well. Like personally.
Yeah. Which is sad.
Yeah.
Last variation of this question, as kind of Rickish was saying. Let's say you could make this sacrifice and give it to all the rest of the lads, 7, 8, 9 of us. I always lose count, but all of us. But you know for a fact that none of us will ever can be a group. We sacrifice the group experience and bond for everyone's individual happiness.
No, I'm going to be selfish.
So, okay.
Same. Sorry.
Yeah.
I see it. I would consider it, but I think I understand the point of being selfish.
Because if they forget everything as well about you, that's really sad. Like, we had some really great memories at school. Some of like the best memories I've ever had, like with you guys. Like, that's absolute like brotherhood moments. For them to forget that would be devastating.
Imagine losing all the memories of Portugal and everything. Nah,
Yeah.
fuck
No,
that.
Portugal would be wrong. Sorry, Chris.
Nah, man.
All right, lads. So I'll move on to the last one. Otherwise, this will become a 3.5 to 4 hour epic podcast. Maybe we can do it like Lord of the Rings. We can release like a little limited version, do a director's cut. But like, sit down for Right. Have you guys ever watched? This is just to inform the question. Have you guys ever watched Key and Peele?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Have you guys ever watched one of their skits of Obama and Luther?
I don't think so.
Oh.
So-
I don't think so.
Okay, so this skit is basically Obama's emotional translator,
Yes. Yeah.
the anger translator, right?
Yeah.
So Obama will be there like,
Yeah.
my citizens, I regret that this happened, and his anger translator will be in the background, be like, yeah, man, next time you do that shit, I'm gonna fuck you. He's just saying what he really feels. So, what if you could choose the lads to be your emotional translator? Whatever you have to say, the chosen lad will be able to translate that exact emotion, what you are saying, into what you really mean, depending on the emotion. So, I've made a list of the 8 lads, and I'm going to give you 8 emotions. Match the lad to the emotion you wish them to translate for you.
Oh.
It's a strange
Alright.
what if.
All right.
It's not really a what if. It's more like, what if you could choose one of the lads to be your emotional translator? I'm imagining that you're going to say yes. So I'm going to say, right, let's now match them lads to some emotions.
Okay.
Go on.
Right. So I've made a list. So there is the lads that I've listed are Charlie, Serhan, Fraser, Rikesh, Chris, Akash, Danny, Videsh, Tyrell. Is there anyone that I'm missing? Because I'm always scared that there is.
Mate, you missed Fraser.
Don't do that, man. You freak me out.
Was that 9?
That is 1, 2, 3, 4,
9.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Apologies, yeah. I wasn't counting myself. 9 lads, including me.
Guess we wouldn't include ourselves. Yeah.
And the general emotions that I've listed are anger, and we'll go through them one by one. Anger, happiness, fear, excitement, arousal, love, pride, sadness, and shock, surprise.
Cool.
Arousal.
Yeah.
I already know.
The dirty times, bro. The dirty moods, isn't it? Though, isn't it? You just want that person, that lad behind you, as you're with your girl. You're like, baby, you look so beautiful. And he's like, they're behind you, like, oh yeah, you're gonna get it later. You're gonna get it later. You're gonna get this. You're gonna get this dick.
Okay.
I always starting with arousal.
No, by that time.
We'll start with anger. Who would you want to be the emotional translator for your anger?
Bidesh 100%.
Fraser.
Ooh.
Videsh.
Hold on. Charlie has said Videsh
Videsh.
anger.
Yeah.
Rikesh, who did you say?
I say Fraser because I've never seen Fraser like actually fucking lose it. I think that'd be amazing to watch.
He's always angry.
I think it's a bit of a Hulk moment, but I think Fraser would be the best and the worst for the job, because I think Rikesh should be like, for fuck's sake, man! And you would really feel something. Just see Fraser just go, just take like a really deep controlled. You know that moment where someone goes quiet and you're like, oh shit. If you're not saying anything, this is something.
I feel like I'm really disappointed.
Anger translate.
Anger. I don't want to use the Videsh card just yet.
Videsh is 100%.
Yeah,
He's
so
such
once,
he's so
once,
scary.
once you associate one person with one emotion, you cannot reassign them. There can only be one emotion per person.
Oh, that is using like the
Really
epic
well.
card pretty
Yeah,
quick, but
yeah.
yeah, he's like a rare
It
card.
does make sense.
Anger's a good emotion.
Anger's like passion. It's like
Well, actually, I was adding passion to arousal.
mhm.
Do you want me to keep them separate?
yeah.
Keep them separate because I definitely don't put passion and arousal in the same place.
Okay, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to take the shock and surprise one. I'm going to put passion there as the last one.
Okay.
Just because I think there's a bit of change. I forgot the word passion. So yeah, anger.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Videsh as well.
You're going to go Videsh as well.
I want him to translate my anger.
Yeah, you'd be like, bruv, you gotta fucking do this, bruv. You get it in their face.
Where's my money, man? Where the fuck's my money? I'm Videsh as well.
You've been on
And
that end of the stick.
We'd just be stood there like, look, I'm not happy. And Videsh is like, bruh, he's gonna fuck you, fam.
Do you know what it is? It's not that Videsh wouldn't do anything else, any other motion better, but I feel like Videsh's anger translation would be satisfying to me. It would be like, yeah, that is how I feel. You hit that.
Well said, Vid. Well fucking said, mate.
Fucking said,
Agreed.
man.
That's why I went for him.
All right, so Rikesh, you're going for Fraser though. You're sticking.
I'm sticking with Fraser. I'm sticking with Fraser for anger.
Videsh for anger. Rikesh is going for Fraser. Right, next one is happiness. Who do you want to be your emotional translator for happiness?
Annie.
Oh.
Danny. So Rikesh is going for Danny.
Danny's a really good shout for happiness.
Annie is just a happy fucking lad.
He is, isn't he?
He would just do it. He would nail it. He would nail it.
I think I'm gonna go Chris.
Chris is also a good
Chris.
shout.
Or
Yeah,
Chris.
guys are naming the good Fraser is going Chris.
And Chris always makes me laugh. So, I think it is between Danny and Chris. They're two happy dudes. I'll go Danny. I think I'll go Danny. Sorry, Chris.
It is
Love you,
going
bro.
for Danny. Okay, so I'll go through the results afterwards. I put down Charlie. I think Charlie is sensitive enough, but he's like sentimental and sensitive enough to be able to gauge my happiness. It's not just about like us on the surface. I need to know someone that can deal with like the deep, like I'm so happy I could cry vibe. And Charlie's
I'd cry with you, yeah.
yeah, as I cried. Right. Next one is fear.
Oh yeah, no, that's it. Fear.
Yeah.
Fear would have to be.
Gotta go Charlie.
I am scared of a lot of stuff.
So who would go fear? Okay, I'm trying to think.
I think I'd go Serhan for fear.
So
Actually, no.
funny.
No, not for fear. He would be a good one for fear. Because he does jump mid-sentence in conversation.
Fraser. I'd pick Fraser. Because I feel like you'd calm me down. If I'm scared and you're interpreting it, I'd be like, hearing it back calmly would be like, okay.
That's a good one.
You don't get scared.
Good way to put it.
I don't think I've ever seen. Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen you scared of anything.
Okay. So Charlie's choosing Fraser for his. Remember that you're not gonna. They're not gonna have their own fear that they're gonna react to. It's gonna be when you're scared. That person has their version of your reaction, or they express the level of fear. So if Rikesh at 50% fear goes ha, and I say ah, then you're gonna hear me scream. But it's not about me being scared. Just putting that out there. So yeah, Charlie chose Fraser for fear. Oh, this is a difficult one. Okay, I'm gonna choose Rikesh because when I've seen Rikesh be scared, it makes me laugh. And I think Rikesh is not as externally as dramatic as me, but I can see, when you know when your dad scared me, Chaz, and you could see the blood drain from my face. You could see the
died that day.
internal. Yeah, I died a little. I died. I see that with Rickesh. I see the fear grow in his eyes. Like it doesn't. It's so much that it can't come out. It's a silent explosion, and it just makes me laugh. At least if I'm scared and I turn and I see Rickesh making a hilarious face, it makes my day a little bit easier to be scared.
I am the complete opposite on that opinion, mate. When Rickesh is scared, it terrifies me because I have no idea what he's scared of. And it always makes me think there's a spider somewhere. Where the fuck is it? But he won't say it. He won't be like, it's next to your head. He will just stare at you and you'll be like, I'm about to die.
Yeah.
He would exacerbate.
I turn petrified. Like I just stop. I just stop. Everything stops.
So fast. I have seen you jump from like in my shed, like the sitting space, and consider there's a table like over your leg. You've jumped out as a 6 foot something man, folded yourself in half, threw yourself against the other side of the room, and I've just about turned my head.
Yep. Yeah, but it's always spiders. It's only ever spiders that make you react like that. That's it. Nothing else.
Yeah, I think that's why it would be fine. So who's left? So Rickesh and Fraser. Who would be your fear?
I picked Charlie.
Oh, sorry, Fraser.
I would definitely be a bad one to have, though. I'd be like one of them things from Big Mouth. I'd just be like, oh my god, Fraser, when you're going to die, this is the worst situation. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Charlie would be like a scared toddler. Like, and then this happened, and then he came, and then fell over, and I didn't know what to do. Fraser would be like, oh. Fraser would have to like make you feel better.
Yeah,
It's not that bad.
No, it is, Fraser. It's so bad. You got to go home.
I'm leaning towards Chris. I don't know why. I think Chris would make me laugh hearing his translation of whatever I'm scared of, and I'd be like, "You're a fucking idiot," and just make me laugh, and I'd forget about it.
That's true. That's a good one.
Right. So.
Yeah, you'd see the spider and he'd just be there like, it's only that big, mate. Like,
yeah.
Fucking wear your balls, mate. Like, oh, I'm sorry, Chris. I'm sorry.
I think Chris would still start busting jokes even when he's. I've never really seen Chris scared, but I think Chris will start busting jokes even when he's scared. So you're guaranteed to, even if you have to laugh at your own self. I could do that. You could roast me for 10 minutes.
Chris has a phobia, I swear. I swear it does.
I don't have any memories of Chris being like scared. I've seen him like shocked or surprised, but I've never seen him like scared of something.
I swear I've chased him with something before. Like
your dick, the long.
I don't know.
Right. Next one is excitement. Who would you want to be your excitement?
I want Daddy to be my excitement.
Danny's good. Yeah, Danny would be sick. He'd be like rubbing you on the shoulders, like, "Yes, Fraser, yes,
we did it. We won the lottery.
We did it."
I am putting Tyrell as my excitement.
Yeah, that was my first thought.
Oh yeah.
It would be a bit dangerous. I'd have to make sure there's too much of a closed space.
Yeah.
But I would love the idea of like me like sitting quietly on my desk, get an email and be like, oh shit, something really cool's happened. Just Tyrell in the background, just in the distance, like, yes! Wah! And I'm just there like finally like, yeah, so cool. Gonna get ice cream.
Yeah, I can picture that.
Ice cream.
Ty was born a hype man. So
yes.
Yeah.
He was.
Excitement, definitely.
Smash him up! Get some vanilla ice cream.
That was a good shot for excitement. I think I'd go Cash for excitement.
Yeah, it's a good choice.
Because when Cash gets hyped, he gets
hyped. A bit uncontrollably.
Yeah, that's it.
I would be too scared to get excited. At least Tyrell is like a controlled tornado, but Akash is a hurricane. I know he will react. I just don't know what's coming.
Yeah.
So I feel like Tyrell.
How much property damage he's going to cause in the process?
Yeah, but if whatever I put in the room, it will be damaged. Whatever's not in the room, Tyrell cannot damage. But Akash is like a person that will turn something into something else. I'm like, how did you flip the bed over and now make it into, I don't know, a gym apparatus? Like, how did you change something so much with this energy that you have?
Versatile.
But yeah, okay. So the only person left is Charlie. Who would you choose to be your excitement translator?
I think it'd be Tyrell.
Tyrell.
Yeah.
All right. Now we move on to the sexy time. Who would you want to be your arousal translator?
Tyrell.
Yeah,
You would want
Tyrell would be my arousal
Good.
translator.
Shit. Yeah, I used Tyrell
100%.
too early.
Tyrell was the one I was saving for arousal.
Fuck.
You know what? I'm gonna go for. I'm going for Fraser. Fraser's got the smooth. Fraser's got the smooth.
If you're hoping for tips, then
Give us a hand, Fraser, please.
Teach me, Fraser.
Ah.
put on the smooth voice for you.
Yeah, I'm trying to picture it. So is it like they're your translator for arousal? So what does that mean?
So these are the person that will express what you're feeling when you are turned on. That could possibly chip in and translate what you want to say or trying to say when you want to talk dirty.
Okay, so if you're like, oh, I want to fuck that bitch, like whoever's your translator would also be like, yeah, man, I want to fuck that bitch. Oh my god.
But that's what I mean. Like, if you're looking at a girl and you're like, I don't know, and you just say to her, I want to make love to you all night.
Do you know, I don't think I've picked Rickesh yet.
But what if, right? What if you meet someone and you're just like, oh, you look nice today, but then whoever's translated for you is just like, you got some big old, you got some big old bitties.
That would be tight.
You're not questioning honesty and levels of honesty because you might be excited and want to lie about it. Your translator is going to be like, no, this is what he really means.
This is what you think.
So
I'm going to have to go Tyrell.
Rickesh.
All or nothing.
You can't pick the same person twice, right? So, yeah.
So Charlie's going for Rickesh. I can imagine Rickesh being a good sort of hype or wingman, but I can imagine Rickesh getting you into a lot of trouble as well.
What, with your arousal? Like, yeah, bro, go and touch her.
It's not against the law, don't worry about it. She's fine. She's fine. It's consensual. It's consensual.
Be there with just tongue out. Stop it, please. Just be there like, what, bro? This is what you're telling me.
I'm genuinely imagining this as big mouth animation with us, and like the people you're picking are like certain monsters. If you guys watched all of that and like Human Resources, it's so good.
All of it, but yeah,
it's good. It's just like monsters that represent different feelings. But yeah, it's kind of like
so,
this.
We have Fraser left for arousal.
I said Tyrell. Then we have you left.
Oh, so
we have Fraser left for arousal.
We got
always left last.
He's always left.
Right. Next is love. Who would be your love translator? Your love language translator?
Gotta be Serhan, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta be Serhan. Has to be Serhan.
Mr. Love.
So Rickesh is choosing love. Who else? Who else is choosing me?
Everyone else, yeah. Wait, did somebody's chosen Serhan for something else already? I'm sure.
No one's chosen me for anything.
Really? Oh,
do you remember who I've picked already? Because I can't.
Yeah. So Chaz, you've chosen Fraser already, Rickesh already, Danny already, Videsh already, and Tyrell. More to make it easy, I'll tell you who's available for you, Chaz. So you've got me, Chris, and Akash left.
Oh, you for love, definitely.
Okay.
That sounded mean to Akash and Chris.
Rickesh, you chose me for love. Fraser, who are you choosing for love?
I was choosing you as well.
I
thought did somebody choose you for fear or something? I don't know.
No. Rickesh was going to choose me, but then he chose Chris. But then he realised he would be making a terrible mistake. It's a responsibility, not a translator. Right, who do I pick? Who's going to be my love? So I've got Chris, Akash, and Danny left. Oh. I'm gonna go for Danny.
Yeah, good shout.
I'm gonna go for Danny's a puppy, and I think he would kind of tell me what I need to feel.
Cash and Chris have had a bit of a rough time.
Well, but I know because I know what I want for them. That's why I've held it back.
Yeah, me
Right.
too.
So, right. Okay. I've made a small mistake, so we need to take one of the emotions away, because then we have to choose ourselves as the last column. Does that make sense?
Right.
So there is pride, sadness, and passion left. If I had to take one of them away for now, which one would you want to take away?
Pride, sadness, and passion.
Sadness. Take
Out
away
those
sadness.
Are you sure? I think sadness is a pretty key emotion. So who's going to express how you feel when you're sad? And this is a person that will accompany you through sadness as well.
Fine. Okay. Sadness and
Pride, sadness, and what?
Passion.
passion.
I say take off passion. Passion's kind of
Okay. So we could say that, we could argue that love is a form of passion, right? Your
Yeah.
passion.
Yeah,
love.
yeah.
So who's going to represent your pride? When you're in a gassed moment, your ego's kicking it. Whether you're being egotistical or you're in every right, when you're just feeling fucking good and prideful, you know? Who's going to represent that sort of on pride rock? Ah, yeah, I'm so cool.
Cash.
Cash.
Yeah.
Have I
go for
used
Cash,
Videsh
yeah.
yet?
Uno momento. So Rikesh has not picked Videsh.
Oh.
Videsh.
It is a good one for pride.
That's
Yeah.
good.
100% for pride.
All right. And Charlie, who are you choosing for your pride?
I'm gonna go cash. Oh god, I'm on low battery, guys.
Fraser?
Yeah, I'm putting Cash in that slot.
And the last one is sadness. Who would be there to express how you really feel and essentially be there around you, and you see them go through their sadness with you?
Chris is my only option.
Actually,
Rick,
what's
you're
got
my
left? I
option.
don't know who else I've got left.
I think Chris would be a good one though through sadness. I can imagine crying with Chris.
I think I've seen it.
Rikesh. Rikesh, you've only got Charlie left.
I'll
Charlie
be your
is there, mate.
sadness. Yeah, no, I could do
Charlie,
that.
yeah, Charlie walked me through it. Nice.
Jesus, only got Rikesh
He get me
left.
through it.
Right. So I'll go through the results. So I'll go through each lad and what emotion they've been associated with. So Charlie, you would be Fraser's fear translator. You would be Rikesh's sadness translator.
Mm-hmm.
And you would be my happy translator.
Good mix.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Fear, sadness, and happiness.
Would be everyone's, as in the four of us, between the three of you guys, love translator. I am your love and passion.
Yeah.
Fraser, you are Rikesh's anger translator. You are his fear translator. And you are my deep dive and silky smooth arousal translator. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. See,
Yeah.
Ooh.
Rikesh, you are Fraser's sadness translator. You are his little companion. You are Charlie's arousal translator.
Hey.
I'll get you through it, mate. I'll get you through it.
Look at him. Look at him. Good old Billy's. Go get you.
Hey.
And you are my fear translator. You would accompany me through your fears.
That'd be funny.
These lads aren't here, but we're going to go through it. Chris, you would be Fraser's happy translator. You would be Rikesh's fear translator.
I don't think we need all these. I think you could
Want
skip
to go
them,
through?
mate. Yeah.
Could probably, yeah.
So yeah, we've gone through everyone's different emotions with different lads.
What did we do last time? Where we had everyone.
We spoke about what I think was similar. We spoke about what person would be closest to our emotions. What emotion would they represent?
Oh, okay.
Basically the exact same.
But this is your translator. This is the person that you're going to have next to you, basically monologue how you feel. And I can't wait for the day that I get to sit there pissed off in silence, just have Videsh berate someone for cutting me up. I can't.
That would be great.
Yeah.
100%. But I put it out there because I didn't mention mine. I put my pride as Chris because I think Chris holds himself he's quite humble, and I put my sadness as Akash because I think Akash is quite emotional and I like it.
Yeah, we've all seen Akash cry.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Always drunk, but you know.
Oh, comes with the territory. But lads, that has been this year's officially first podcast, our official What If Part 2, and for many more to come, especially because there is a lot left over, which I'm going to carry over to Part 3. And boys, I love you all. I cannot wait to see you all next week face to face. That is something I'm so psyched and happy about. But for now, I'm going to sign us out as your host for today. I, as always, as Serhan, and with me, as always, is
your boy Charlie.
Boy Rick.
And me, Fraser.
Oh, yes. He's
The
smooth,
man.
Fred. He's smooth. Damn, I made a good choice.
Oh no.
All right, boys, I love you. I leave you. And same to the listeners. Have 2024 treat you better than 2023 ever did or could. Love you, leave you, and peace out.
Later.
Peace.
Jackson.